Ay. Let's get yourself set up again. Hey up, bud, how you doing? We're back for another hour of this. Yeah, took a little bit of time, to be honest, to get ourselves set up, because these headphones are a little bit old, and I don't know if they've got a weak Bluetooth receiver in them, but it always keeps breaking up. Yeah, but we now have a constant stream of music in the ER. We're chilling, we're having a great time of it. We're gonna get another hour of this done. Some more information. We're going to learn about these players. If I bring this up, I have been adding predictive potentials for these Mansfield players. Of if the season was to finish now, what potential would I give them? So it gives me a great idea of who needs more attention, essentially. And out of them players that are dropping potential, which ones do I just let rot, essentially? Sorokin is a great example of a player that definitely needs more of a chance before we go and re-roll his country and potentially find another Armenian. I think it's an Armenian. Just give him a chance to shine, flourish. He hasn't been given that opportunity at Mansfield or at Chesterfield, to be honest. Yershov is a great one. Yershov, I think, is a fabulous footballer, to be honest, and we'd be doing him a big disservice if we didn't give him a good chance at Mansfield over the next few months. So expect a lot of him. During the last stream, we did have a lot of the Chesterfield players being recalled, which obviously in the Chesterfield save, in the actual universe of Youth Squad Legends, that did not happen. So I've quickly brought them back. They're not on loan at the moment, but in the real sense of the word, they are, of course, because with Chesterfield we're already in the summer. So those guys have just been shoved back into the team, and hopefully we can get them a few goals. Depending. Kenny Pedrero is going to go down by 2 potential at the moment, and I might allow it to go down to 3. I don't know. This Junior Tassip Andrew Gretsch combo is phenomenal. Gretsch is now up to 70 overall. He's flying up the levels, man. Got to make sure when Yoko Torres does get back fit that he's playing every single game. And that's basically it. We've just got to look after the players that are currently not being given the game time that they should be given. Onyango's another one, just like Sorokin, should get more of a chance. I'm building up an understanding with him. He's probably not going to make it, and we probably are going to have to re-roll Kenya. But I think it's not definitive yet. So, shall we crack on with it? I think also, because the idea is probably Rico Walden back to goalkeeper, that we change Rico Walden's position right now, and start playing him in the net right now. Because it'll help us with Chesterfield, even if it's just one overall difference, it's going to help us with Chesterfield and his progression as a footballer. Rico Walden can't play as a centre-back. He just can't. Just straight up, he can't do it. So, we shall, whenever we can do it, I'm pressing F9. Live editor is working, isn't it? Surely. It's got to be, because, like... Oh. Is my keyboard not connected? That might be a different story. I did disconnect my keyboard because of the Bluetooth problem. Right, okay. We don't have that. We don't have that help with the live editor. We're just going to have to freestyle this. That's chill. Okay, game of football. Did it end up 7-1? Was that genuine? Was it a 7-1 game? Did it even finish 8? Last time I checked, it was 7. That's mad, that's mad. Okay, match day, Harrogate Town at home. It's a 5-2-1-2, so it's another 5-man formation at the back there, but it's at least it's different, I guess. Not that much different. The 5-man. Can someone explain to me why every single team has a 5-man defense on this game? Lower league. Like, I know for a fact they all don't play 5-backs. They just don't. I think the last time the formations of these teams were properly sorted out was a few years ago, quite honestly. Biggest ever loss for a Dutch team in the Champions League. I should just say Champions League, shouldn't I? Right. So let's focus on what we've got in front of us. We have Gretsch, though, should play on the right-hand side. That's where we used to him. And now we've got to think about the players that we need to see more of or should get more game time. Van Looy, left back. Come on, let's get this right. Dong Trung Dat. He's been at Mansfield all season, and I've hardly seen him. Hardly seen him. Sorokin can play Cam. Estefanos as well. Do we just let Estefanos, like, rot? Because, quite honestly, he's crap, mate. Penson's going up by a 3 at the moment, so he can have a break. Zatko's hardly played, so probably Zatko there, and then Sorokin can play, like, a deeper role. I just don't think, even if we play Pedrero, that he's going to impress enough for me to change his potential. But it will stop him dropping even further. Anyway, let's have a look at the other ones. Kenga's getting an improvement. Avok's getting improvement. Talboys, I think, is slightly getting improvement. Palgan's staying the same. Krilovic is going down. Onyango needs to play. 100%. And we can drop Pierce because he's just come in. Rawkill, the more we play Rawkill, the better he's going to be next season. So it just makes sense for me to keep on pushing that. And we could try and sneak Borisov's in here somewhere. He's a big lad. Do you think Onyango could do a job at right back? Or should we put Soric? I think we should put Soric in there. Borisov's as a CDM. Yeah, makes sense. And then Rico Walden as the goalkeeper. He only goes down by 13. You know, he's still not a bad goalkeeper, in fairness. All right, let's get it done in the rain here. Tell you something, Luis Skelly needs to calm down a bit. I love how aggressive he is at times. Good lord, the amount of cards he receives is annoying. Well, I guess that's like the that's the trade-off, isn't it? You have someone with like that wants to stick in a tackle. You're gonna have to like accept that he's gonna get sent off occasionally. Casemiro at United is a great example of that. Like, his first season was excellent, absolutely excellent. Best midfield performance I've seen. Well, deeper defensive midfield performance that I've seen for United in quite some time. And I think he got sent off 3 times that season, I believe. So it's just how it goes. That must be the season where he got hold of Will Hughes' throat. Anyway, we're 4 minutes in, and guess what? Gretsch has scored a volley. Yeah, we weren't even talking about the game, and he's just out here scoring bangers. Let's stick that on performance. He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. But I think it's like a... So I was thinking about this when I was going for some food earlier. I was like, damn, I really want to bring in Junior Tassip to Chesterfield. And I was like, nah, he would never work in a lone striker situation. And I tell you why he wouldn't work in a lone striker situation. Because right now, he's basically a Conquo. What a Conquo was to Obi Jackers, he's that to Andrew Gretsch. Go on. Go on. Oof. Yo, how are you doing? You know. Oh, hello. You've literally just missed one goal from Andrew Gretsch. It was just inside the box, right-footed volley. And we've just been talking about trying to play players that need more game time before we give them the potential changes. This might be an onside pass. Unlucky. Because I've done a provisional potential change for them in the Google spreadsheet. So I basically said, if the season was to finish now, what potential would I give them? Just wrote that all down, and I was like, right, okay, so we need to focus on this, and this player, and we can ignore this, and this player, and that's exactly what we're going to do. The players that are getting like +3, +4 outside of Andrew Gretsch and maybe Penson, they will play less game time. The players that are going down in potential that still might have a future at Chesterfield will definitely see the field more. Raw bloody killing. Oh, and Raw killing. Raw killing's like got a +8 potential at the moment, I think. But because his potential was so low, I think it started off last season in the 60s. The more we play him, the better he's going to get, isn't it? Oh, lovely pass. Junior Tassip can't find the back of the net, but it's absolutely sensational, that. Sick. It's Van Looy with the corner kick, and Onyango came off his bonnet very, very quick there, and I thought it might have actually found the top corner. It was pretty sexy football, wasn't it? I think someone like Onyango is going to be... He would be a decent player in a series like Wimbledon. I don't think he's going to get remotely close here. Yes. I tell you, Chel Van Looy is a really decent left back. Like, sleeper good left back. And if we weren't absolutely stacked at left back, I might have considered a return. But we have a very interesting Vietnamese prospect. That was unbelievable. Not usual, the holding R1 and allowing the dummy rolling, letting the ball roll past the body. That usually doesn't work. But he's done that to perfection. He just let it go. Lovely little dummy. Lovely little dummy. Yes, the headers are much better, yes. I am on the They called it a special name. It was like an update. He's going for a hat trick already. It was an update at the start of December, I think it was, and it was called Frosty Cold Winter Update 1 or some shit. I don't fucking know. But it had a special name. It wasn't like title update. Hey! Now that is a wicked header, you know. That is a wicked header by Onyango. Just give it a note, because he needs to have big performances, and if he does have big performances, you can't really say, well, he's not good enough. That's a great head, really, really good header. He did seem to have promise in that with that first header that he had, but that is so top corner. Yeah, I wish you could roll back updates. Apparently you can do it on PC. I don't think I can trust myself to get everything right, because it's like I read up on how to do it, and it seems simple enough, right? However, I got to the point where you update the game, and I couldn't, because I thought to myself, if I mess this up, I mess up everything. I have to get all my mods re-downloaded. The game might not play the same. And I was like, it's just not worth it. I play Pro Clubs on a PS5. So there's not really that much use in my PC version being on the current version and online, really. So I just bit the bullet and accepted that that thing was staying offline. Zetko falls over. Very interesting game of football here at 3-1. Does anyone know what that patch was called, by the way? It was like at the start of December, and it wasn't called Title Update 6. I think it was actually Title Update 6. But it wasn't called Title Update 6. It was like Winter Frost Title Update 1. No idea. I don't know either. For some reason, it was the Frost update. Yeah. Like, God knows why it was called that. It was just another update. But, yeah. Goodness knows, mate. Sometimes the decision making at EA is questionable at best. It's raw fucking killing from the back. Unbelievable. What a player. Oh, Tassip on the money. Oi. We are going to see another hat-trick here for Andrew Gretsch. He's positionally, he's so ahead of everybody else around him. Peeling off. Could set up his mate. Unlucky sunshine. Like, in terms of technical quality, he's very much up there. Don't get me wrong, he's a very good technical player as well. But his qualities come from the fact that he just seems to be always open, always running, always where you'd expect him to be. That is sometimes very difficult to get from a striker. It might sound straightforward, but it is not. Right, Borisov's on the man. Should be able to push and pull. Onyango's going to come in. Here comes raw fucking killing. I'm about to say, you don't want any of that raw killing, man. You don't want any of that raw killing. Oof. Gonna step up, brilliant. He's gonna make waves. He's gonna be big time at Chesterfield. The Bancroft brothers they're in trouble. Nasoro Issa might be in trouble. I don't know what's going on, but there's gonna be a shockwave when he hits Chesterfield. He might be in the championship. He might have his teething problems, but he is gonna absolutely smash it. And this is why you've got to be patient. If you're a patron and you're listening to this, you have got to be patient sometimes with like your scouted countries and that. I know a lot of countries will bring back players that don't end up in the final team, and that is just the odds. But whilst there's a player in the squad and he's not being hounded by me, or he's not being considered to be sold, it's probably because I think he's got a bit of potential about him. I think he's got something that could make him get to the end of the series. And Rawkillen, New Zealand, the guy who said, please rescout New Zealand. Nah, I'm not going to. Definitely not going to. Because we have a New Zealander right there that is 100% ready to go. Zatko's having a shocker, by the way. He is one of the players that I was happy to let rot, but I've given him this game. Chow Van Looy, excellent so far at left back, I must say. Like, to say he's not a natural left back, it really doesn't feel like it. Very defensively aware, probably more defensively aware than Cliff and Bedder, which is a sad indictment, to be honest. Might go for a tap-tip shot. Unlucky. Yes, you go and say it. Redeem. I think. Let me try and get a chance to read that out. I think this FIFA has been the most diverse youth team I've been able to have. I think they've reworked the youth academy to such an extent. Like, we know that, like, menu-wise and how you scout these players obviously have changed, because it was like a big deal at the start of FC 25. All the new countries and the just everything that they've done to youth academy is clearly better. But I think they've improved the players. Like, I used to play with a lot of regens because the regens were better, and Wrexham was no different, but because of how many people were asking for countries to scout on Patreon and that, there was a decision made by myself to limit the amount of regens that I brought into the series, because it's like, well, we want these people want these countries to be scouted. They want youth academy players from these places, right? This year, I genuinely think that youth academy players are better than regens, which is great. It's great going forward, because it's like more the merrier on youth academy stuff. So Andrew Gretsch has got a hat-trick. It's wide open. You can't. This is the thing. You can't not play it to him. I've been trying to play like a couple like long shots, and stuff like that, but it gets to a stage where Gretsch's runs are so damn good that you can't help but pick it out to him. Quiet one for Doang Trong Dat, but that's not really surprising. Plays a long ball there. Yershov's been quiet as well, but he's playing centrally and he's a winger. So we've got to be, you know, a bit cautious with that. Van Looy interception. You alright, 3Z? How you doing? Welcome into the chat for the first time ever. He's so good, mate. He's so good. Like, bearing in mind, this is League 2, and it is wide open here. Dear me. This is League 2, and defensively, it is a mile behind League 1. He's gonna struggle a little bit more in League 1, there is no doubt. But the rate that he's scoring hat-tricks is a joke. An absolute joke. Kjartansson scored 30 in this league. Jam scored about the same-ish. I don't know. It like obviously Jam's got special dispensation because he's a central midfielder, but yeah, Gretsch is nearly on 50. So that's that. And it's not like other players are not scoring. It's just that he is the focal point. He is the guy that's making all the runs. My word, mate. My God. Is it immediate? Do you not, like, you don't see that from a lot of the strikers that we get. It just falls to our camp, and he's immediately off and running. He immediately sets off. Look, he got it as soon as he knows that central attacking midfielder is getting the ball, he's on. He's far too good. He is far too good. Right, I know that we've got an injury. This is the thing, right? We say, oh, I wish he was at Chesterfield and all that. If he played with Enos Jam in the same team, it would. I don't think it would be fair. Rico Walden's just made a save. Bless him. It's Maxims Borisov's with an injury, which is not great. Borisov's. What was the provisional potential that I had on him? Oh, terrible, Rico, mate. Terrible. Let's have a look. Borisov's. Wait, let's try and find him. I could try the find feature, but I want to make it difficult on myself. Maxims Borisov's. Oh, he's going up by 2, so if he gets injured, that's sound. Like, obviously, we don't want him to get injured, but it's not the end of the world. It's not going to make his progression or development worse. So we are chill. Most of his good stuff this season has come from centre-back. Here he is. Here he is. I think to say that he hasn't played goalkeeper in ages, outside of that, you know, iffy miss-save opportunity, Rico Walden's been all right, you know. Just keep him plugging away. Just keep him playing, essentially. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Fill your boots in. Oh, he's missed it. Washed. 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 Gretsch has had 7 shots, in fairness. But then again, decent return. Before that shot, it was 50% conversion rate, so yeah, doing all right. That is stepped up quite well. Probably not on. So someone was playing that man onside. I thought we caught him offside. Fair enough. 5-3. It would be interesting to see who actually played that guy onside. It might be a note-taking procedure. Hey, 8 goals in the first match, though. Goalkeeper probably should have done a bit better. Let's have a look at this. In the highlighter replay, who has played this guy onside? Should we quickly... Oh, it's Chow Van Looy. Which is fine. He's not a fullback. You know, we accept them. We accept them problems with a winger that's trying to learn how to play defence. You know what I mean? It's when you're Cliff and Bedder and you are a fullback anyway and you're still doing it, which is like, bit worrying. It's a damn shame for Chow Van Looy that we didn't play him as a left back in Chesterfield before we got all these excellent left back prospects. Because he might have had a shot. He might have had a shot. However, like I said, there is a Vietnamese striker in the youth academy that's come through that you'll see next episode that might be it. We will soon see. All right, so that is a match ball there for Andrew Gretsch. And that is us with another 3 points. I also did some match fixing for, what is it, Leyton Orient, Notts County and Crawley Town to make sure that they're, in the positions that they need to be. Yep, a lot of work that I did whilst the football was on. Provisional potentials, make sure those guys are getting promoted. Had some food as well, stir fry, salt and pepper chicken. Not bad tonight, not bad. And obviously pancakes. Didn't know it was pancake day. So when I went downstairs, I was shocked, I was surprised. I was, pleased, incredibly pleased. What do you guys have on your pancakes? Because I go for honey. So I would have 2 normally. I go for honey on one and Nutella on the other. Excellent. Didn't have any. Oh, rough. Yeah, to be fair, I forgot that it was pancake day. I only realised when I went downstairs and my mum was like, "Oh, I'm making pancakes." And for a second, I'm trying not to be upset about it because I'm getting married later on this year. Me and the lass are going to live together. For a second, I was like, "Man, I'm gonna miss that." But I can't focus on that, or else I'll get depressed. And I'd be like, "I don't want to get married," it was just totally wrong. We have Swindon Town at home. Let's have an opponent analysis. It's 5-3-2 holding. What a fucking surprise. Tiki-taka. Should we just boo? Should we just boo every single team that plays a 5-3-2? Boo! You stink. Okay, so Zatko was crap. Harrison's back. Harrison's been good at central attacking midfielder. In the absence of Torres, he's been really good there, man. Krasutsky behind him, who's, an excellent centre mid, to be honest. I can't lie. Tassipin. Sorry, Pedrero. You're gonna suffer this year, mate. Yershov, make sure Yershov plays. Don't want to lose potential on him. Dongdrong that one side. And then your boy Chow Van Looy on the other. Centre backs, you're looking at Roekillen. And we'll go. Kenga hasn't played that much. Usually plays as a midfielder. So maybe get rid of Avok again. Avok's set. Avok's got his potentials. Onyango. Get another look at Onyango, actually. Yeah. So, 2 wingers as our wing backs. Or full backs. I mean, very, very attacking setup here. Change. But, like I said in the last stream, this is going to be an incredibly chilled last few months of this season because we are obviously getting carried by an insane player up front. We're scoring plenty of goals. We don't usually lose, so we'll probably win the title quite comfortably. I would be very, very shocked if we didn't do so. Oh, thank you for the boos. I'm really glad that you booed them. Yeah, other than the obvious Andrew Gretsch show, anybody in that first game that caught your eye? I'm gonna keep an open mind, or as much of an open mind as possible on these players. Give them a fair assessment. Go on, Junior Tassip. Lovely control. Can't give the ball back. And return there to Andrew Gretsch. Oh, Kenga got megst. Kenga got megst. And Downtrong, that is not strong enough. All of a sudden, we're a bit open here. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, Siantarzen. No. 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 Siantar had 5 minutes. 5 minutes is enough. Go on. Crack on. No, no, no. It's chill if you're zoning out. I'm chilling, so you are more than welcome to chill as well. But I'm always happy for some input on these lads. We're playing, look, we're playing this. We're playing Mansfield to basically say to the patron guys who have asked for Scouted Nations, look, your players might not make it to Chesterfield, but we'll give them a shot. We'll give them some game time. We'll give them as much screen time as possible, even if it's not for the main show. I love Junior Tassip. Who played that ball in? Maybe it's worth noting who played that ball in. Yeah, I must say, Onyango's looked a very different player in this stream. 100%. Harrison. Damn, man. It's another one. It's like Harrison might find himself coming back to Chesterfield if he can't find like that. I say that replacement for what's his name? Ruoko. No one's going to replace him, but like an understudy. If Corbelli doesn't make it, which probably he does, I don't know, man. But Harrison's really balling it out at central attacking midfield. Oh, good goal. Good goal. Walden at the moment appears not to be able to use his hands or arms for that matter. Yeah, Tassip is wonderful. Tassip's going to keep me up at night. Oh, in fairness, from that angle, that's a bloody decent shot. Tassip's going to keep me up at night because it's like you can see the qualities there, man, and he's not Andrew Gretsch. If Chesterfield came calling and it was a good deal, he would consider it. Andrew Gretsch basically could play anywhere at the moment. Okay, Rico. Okay, mate. Swindon have turned this one around quick. His overall as a goalkeeper is still not too bad, and he's gonna have to play backup goalkeeper next season. He seems like a character that he's a bit too good to let go of. Third choice goalkeeper when Matthew Mizzy comes in. I mean, we are just being caught out here. Stepping up with one centre-back, but then the other one stays. Oh, wait, is it Onyango and Killen? Okay. We know that Onyango and Killen doesn't work. Like, genuinely, this was the problem that we had prior to streaming this. This centre-back partnership does not work. So we shall probably drop Kenga in there. Djiboudi's a waste of time, man. What's Krasutsky's strength? Physicals. 55. Yershov to play CDM. I mean, he's already out of position. He might as well be more out of position. And then we'll have, like, DeQuinio or some shit. I don't know. The Harrogate goalkeeper. Is that the one that... Wait, what Harrogate goalkeeper? You mean Harrogate... You mean a goalkeeper from the Harrogate series, or Harrogate that we just played? Yeah, sometimes it needs to happen. Because... Oh... Could have got ourselves back in that. Well done, Yershov. Big header. What a player, out of position. It's not a great pass there, Krasutsky. We crack on. Can I select Raw Killen? Steps up. There you are. You see the defensive line is way more in line now. I genuinely have no idea why those two cannot work together. They, like, individually seem alright. Got another injury. Hopefully it's not to anyone important. That is a little block. Pretty sure that was a block by Fedor Yershov, man. Having a big game at the moment. Having a big game at CDM, the winger. There we go. Lovely ball. Hold it up with Gretsch. Swindon defending in numbers. See what we can do. Should be able to open it up at Harrison. Trying to wriggle through. A little bit of a press here, and we could potentially get a mistake out the goalkeeper. I mean, remember that we do have two attacking wingers as fullbacks at the moment as well. Go on, Gretsch. Go on, Gretsch. The Swahili goalkeeper. Did we have a Swahili goalkeeper? I beg your pardon. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul all day. Tembo? Was he? Tembo was... What nationality was Tembo? Damn. Tembo wasn't that bad. He was relatively okay. Zimbabwe, mate. So Zimbabwe gave us Tembo and Jam. That's some crazy work. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Neely. Harrison getting in it, getting involved. I think Tassip in open play is getting more joy here than Andrew Gretsch. Just keep an eye on that. Fedor Yershov is killing it, man. Angabat! Angabat! Good work, man. Yershov at CDM, eh? What a stint! Yeah, Tembo was a relatively good goalkeeper. Big. Raw killing. Nicely done. Got back into the game. The changes have worked. Need to make a note and remember it fully that Killen and Onyango cannot play together. And for that reason, you're probably looking at getting rid of Onyango, because raw killing cannot be sold. He is a bit too special for that. Go on, lad. Little fake shot, try and get himself in. Unlucky. What an effort that was. Stinging it. He got that shot power now. You can feel the difference in the shot power between at the start of the season and now. It's gone up quite significantly. Oh, there was an idea. Getting more and more into the game now, getting further forward, Andrew Gretsch, and that's always going to be a problem for the opposition. Raw killing, nice guarding, my guy. Into the middle. And Fedor Yershov's got time. All the time in the world, mate. Into Junior Tacit with a 1-2. Just play it around here, no problem. Sting that ball in, see what we can do. Junior. Oh! Bloody, I love him. I absolutely love Junior Tacit. I absolutely love Junior Tacit. That is a hell of a finish, man. It's kind of... Is that like a weather-induced finish? He's kind of like scuffed that a little bit, but it's... Oh, it's just a nice finish, man. That's filthy. That's cheeky. That's cheeky. Great little comeback. Tactically, we have managed the setback quite well. Kenga a little bit too deep. Nice little standing tackle. Krasutski's got an option there for Harrison. Everybody seems to have an option at the moment. Andrew Gretsch will happily take the ball after that standing tackle and set up Junior Tacit for his hat-trick. Hey! It's the first hat-trick for Junior Tacit. Woo! Nice, mate. Tacit is great, man. And also, right, in the discussion of him not coming to Chesterfield, a reason for him not to come back to Chesterfield is that he's another Vanuatuan. And we don't need another one of them. We've got it's too many Vanuatuan characters here. Avok, Tacit. Obviously at Chesterfield you've got Andrew Soroman. Leave some space for some other countries, man. Oh yeah, Swindon have fallen apart. Which, yet again, you see it time and time again down here. Gretsch setting up the goals for a change, definitely. That is a change. Of course, yeah, Jackson Shem, but he was a regen, presumably generated from one of our players. David Callow also hanging around at Gillingham at the moment, putting some good results in for Gillingham and had a quite significant boost. I think it was a +4 boost in the last overall shift. So if he keeps on getting boosted, if he gets that luck, he could still play a part in the series sometime. He might come here. If we take Tacit, he might come here to replace Tacit. You never know, man. Although, that being said, I think whatever happens, he's definitely going to be... I think Mansfield will eye up that Salah kid from Doncaster, no matter what. Yeah. Go on, chip it up for him. His formation is just so decent at keeping possession. Is Gretsch onside? He was. He was. Wow. Raw killing. Thank you very much. Thank you ever so much, everyone, catching the stream at such a late time. You guys are absolute legends. That should be another raw killing defensive play. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, it's not going to happen. Lawrence Kenga. Nope. It's Rico Walden. Not needed for the save because the flag goes up. And Swindon Town, unfortunately, have to wait for another chance. Perfect time for you in America. You like, what, your eastern side? You 5 hours back? Oh, go on. Long shot. Ooh, man. He really is getting some power behind them now. Really is getting some power behind them. Jam-esque. Roll, 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 roll. Yes. Oh, great touch. Walden out quickly. I'm back. I'm back. Harrison's down, but we will crack on. Have we got Gretsch onside? Indeed we have, and that's 5-2. Thank you very much. Swindon really have capitulated. They might have thrown one of their more defensive midfielders forward. Something happened when it was around 2-2 that has made this a lot easier to break through and break down ultimately. Is that 10 goals for us in 2 games? Mate, we are cooking. That might be 11 actually. Did we not score? Oh, we might have scored 5 actually, come to think about it. We might have scored 5 last game. 10 goals in 2 games. Very nice indeed. But also, remember that Andrew Gretsch is a higher overall striker than we have outside of Matty Kilgore at Chesterfield, so you kind of expect the goals to come. No matter. I think Matty Kilgore. Is it Kilgore? No. Lawmore. Matty Lawmore would score plenty of goals here. Oh! There you go, not to be outclassed. There's Gretsch scoring. He's like, yeah. Junior Tassip, you've had your fun there, mate. Gretsch hit the big 50. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A 51 goals. Behave, mate. And Swindon are all over the place, man. All right. Fantastic game of football. Swindon, at the start, you give them credit. They really gave us a bloody nose. Went from 1-0 down to 2-1 up. Looked pretty much in the ascendancy. We needed to sort ourselves out. Took Onyango off because Onyango and killing just does not work. Don't know why, it just does not work. They just hate each other. How about that? We just run with the storyline that they just fucking hate each other. So, we changed it to Kengo's actually playing more this season as a centre mid and cooked. Yershov! Yershov, by the way. You alright, Ted? How you doing? Yeah, Gretsch is something else. But there you go, that's it. Make that 11 goals in 2 games, man. But was that Junior Tassip? No, it was Andrew Gretsch as the man of the match. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look at the stats then. Let's have a look at the stats here. 50. Jesus Christ, mate. Wow. Stunning behaviour, man. Absolutely stunning behaviour. Look at the state of that. Assist-wise, we've not actually got that many assists, believe it or not. Although that being said, I'm fairly sure that the players that were recalled from Chesterfield and have had to be forced back in might have had their stats reset. That looks correct. Yeah, they might have had their stats reset. Harrison will probably have had a decent amount of assists, come to think about it. Come on, Yurko. We want some Yurko Torres action, man. He's a great second striker. Very good. I really enjoy this striker partnership. Oh my god! 4-4-2 flat here for Tranmere? Question mark? That is Tranmere, isn't it? Surely. Couple of regens there just to keep an eye on, but 21st place, not really expecting much. Come on, Yurko Torres. Get out. Just get yourself ready, man. That's a 59 overall. He's doing this as a 59 overall, man. Oh, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I kind of want to sign him for Chesterfield. Damn. Okay. I liked Yershov at centre at CDM, man. Yershov CDM -9. That puts him down to a 57. 57 overall at CDM. Play great. Harrison. No, I can't play on Yango because I want to play Killen. So that's just straight up not going to work. Penson's played enough. Want to give more game time to Talboys, definitely yet. Degazon, are we going to call time on Degazon? Do we try and re-scout St. Lucia at Chesterfield? The left back's basically shut up. Left back's done. Left back's done. It's going to be 3 left backs. Maybe even 2. Christy Mayer, Lim Soccer, and Mark Teggart. I don't know. Get Soric in a game. You can go on the right, my friend. Left. I don't know my right from my left. And right back. There's a Pesinakov somewhere. Hello? Paging Pesinakov. There you are. We happy with that? Pierce Killen. Nakov. Can take Pierce out. I'm not going to be too, stingy with Pierce's potential. He just come to the club. Oh my god, this song goes in so fucking hard. Jesus Christ. Let's have Gil on for a laugh. He's shit, but it's just for a laugh. This is meant, guys, genuinely, this is... I have not played Youth Squad Legends like this in, ages. I haven't played it with you like this. And it's making me realise what streaming's actually about. You're not supposed to put yourself out and make yourself, go mental like you would in an edited recording. You're here just to have some fun, just to chill out, talk to you guys. We're getting some great insight on these players. Great insight, man. Now, Cliff and Bed is suffering with a couple of things. He's in a position where there's very, very good players in front of him. And he's also Zimbabwean. Call me crazy. But I don't think the other Zimbabwean in the series, Enos Jam, is going to go anywhere. That's my really hot take. I think for the Zimbabwean allocation in the first team, checked off. We're good. That's all done. Thank you ever so much, Grand. Really glad that you're enjoying it. I am very much enjoying it. I've streamed for 2 hours now-ish, and we're just living it up. I'm worried that this is going to have another lighting issue, but I can't do anything about it. Next season, the Mansfield away shirt is black, so there'll be at least a bit of difference there. If there's bad lighting here, then there's no reason to play it. But I think we are absolutely fine. I think we are fine. Like I said, like, eventually, if we get to a stage, even tonight, where I'm like, yeah, I've seen everything that I need to see from these guys, we can get to the end of the season. We will get to the end of the season. I've still got a lot of work to do. Ooh, Junior Tassett, a great effort. And that is one of the best saves that I have seen this season. Chesterfield or Tranmere, that is just outrageous how he's got up there. What's Rico Walden doing? What's Rico Walden doing? Can you make Rico... Oh! No. Oh my... Oh, shit. You can't do it, can you? You'd have to do it very quick. Set him up as the target. Play in very quick before he starts running backwards. Mate. That opens up... Unfortunately, opens up some great opportunities at Mansfield, but you can't do that at Chesterfield. The problem with Enos Jam. The problem with Enos Jam is that he's too bloody good. Oh! I thought that was on its way. Big limb soccer. Suck my limbs. Careful, careful. It's going to be easy for Harrison to pick off. What do you think I am? Oh, shambolic. It's a historic day. Is it going to be a historic day? Are we going to break records? Possibly. Yeah, so why you can't see the abbreviation of the other team is this the mod for the scoreboard. It's a bit dodge sometimes, and to get around it on YouTube, I will do some post-production. I can actually show you. I think I've still got some pictures. Yes. So, oh no, that's the wrong window. My apologies. So here, no, I'll eventually get there. So here, you can see that I'll take a picture of the scoreboard whilst it's in this setup. And then I'll do some Photoshop work and end up with this PNG file so it's transparent with those two things overlaying. Chesterfield's away shirt last season was white. Couldn't see Chesterfield at all. So every single time we played away, I had to do this and overlay it on top of the game. I think there is an update to the scoreboard mod that I might be able to download. Potentially could work. But it's not high on the priority list at the moment. You know who we're playing. It doesn't really matter as well. Like, if it was important, I'd take it more seriously. But at the moment, we are going through the motions, aren't we? With Mansfield, we're basically winning every single team. And it's like you know what it's like? It's like us doing a scouting mission on these lads. We are just here to look at them. Big raw fucking killing. Big raw killing. Big raw fucking killing. It's fucking raw. It makes me want to shout profanities. Not good. Oh, the Vuvuzela is gonna come out big time on the YouTube videos. The ball is raw. Oh, there you are. Oh, the center of gravity. Filthy. Filthy. What a player. He's just bullied someone twice his fucking size. Unbelievable. Had no right to get that. Had no right. There might be a change in a turning of the tides. You know, when I was like, oh, I love my big players, and to be honest, at some points you got your raw killings and your Enos jams, that still holds true. But attacking wise, I've had way better success recently with small, stocky players than I have big players. Quite significantly, actually. Go on, get running. See if we can find him. Junior Tassif almost on a plate. Almost on a plate. Raw bloody killing! Jesus. Where's that pass going to? That is a foul. Just let him play. Norris across, and there's raw killing. Stunning behaviour. Yershov. Forward ball. Tassip drops it onto Harrison. And then we have opening for Tassip, but Gretsch is offside. He realises that, and now he's played it on. He's just brilliant. He's so good. Like a switch, he realises offside. He checks back. There he's on. Boom, plate into him. No problem. It's 2-0 Mansfield, and it's too bloody easy for Andrew Gretsch. He's he's so... He could probably hack it in the Premier League already. Probably could hack it in the Premier League already. If I was playing with him in the Premier League, we'd probably score some goals. That is a joke. Already comfortable. No. Oh. Going for speculative efforts now. Don't play it near him, Jesus. What do you think, lads? He is confident. He's confident as all. I don't think he's a confidence-based player, though. There are a few. Oh my days! What are you doing? And this will be Junior Tassip. We are scoring a lot of goals at the moment, guys. Take care, Roma. I mean, that is just shocking. Absolutely shocking from Tranmere. No wonder why they're 21st place. Little 1-2. See if we can break them through. Beautiful stuff. Got a clearance at the end of it. Gill, first touch was a bit strange. It's actually taken away by Yershov, who's still out. He really, really stepping up, man, at CDM. We don't have a seat. We don't play CDM. Does that mean he should play centre mid for Chesterfield? Is he going into that centre mid backup kind of department? I don't know. I don't know. Smeaton, a Smeaton understudy. Oh, raw killing. Go on, over the top. Find it. It's always there. No problem, Roma. Some Soccer's had a solid little half. What am I saying? They've all had a bloody solid half. Tranmere just shot themselves in the foot. We didn't really play well there. No, I could potentially agree with you. I don't think we had a League Two partnership like this that just... They're very much on the same wavelength. I think it works because Gretsch is so quick to the shoulder of the defense. Like, he's always pushing them back, which means that Tacit will have space in behind. Well, in the hole, sorry, as the number 10. It just makes a lot of sense. I was asking for a bit of a skill move, like, ages back. And Talboys was not wanting to give it. Lovely tackle, though. That's how you get back into good books. Go on. Nice. Tacit. Could it be another? Ah, very good. Right. We know that Walden's coming up. Back post. See if we can quickly get it to him. No! Don't go! Don't leave! Limb sucker! No, I don't think that would ever work. It doesn't seem like that's gonna work, guys. No, sometimes you come across these games where they will give up very, very quickly. But I don't know. I think they got it wrong at the start, and they've now changed, and they now look a lot more solid, but they were trying to play it out the back at first. And they didn't have the centre-backs to play it out the back. So they were just getting caught in their third. It's never going to end well for the team. Lovely ball across. Look at that switch from Lim Soccer. And of course, oh, he's trying to dink. I thought the goalkeeper was going to come out. I tell you what, if that had worked out, that'd have been so nice to look at. Instead, we got to chase Patrick back. Wait, hang on. Tranmere, aren't these the ones that used to, like, annoy me with, There was a forward that they had at the start of the series. But clearly they don't have now. But they had someone that made them tick. A big centre forward type. We used to hold the ball up, allow more of their players to get forward. And I just forgot his name. So, Walden. Like I said, the scoreboard there is a mod, and sometimes it will break on us, and that's absolutely fine. You do not see it on the edited versions of Youth Squad Legends, because I will do some post-production and make sure that your viewing experience is the best it can possibly be. But at the moment, I can't do it live, unfortunately. We are playing Tranmere Rovers, and we are 3-1 ahead. Rico Walden, once again, forgetting that he has limbs. Oh, sorry, I don't have a bot installed. I don't have anything really. I'm not a streamer. If I get into it, if we're doing this constantly, yeah, we'll sort out a bot and everything. But it might be on YouTube. To be honest, I even said that this could have been on YouTube tonight, but I've only streamed like once on YouTube, and I'm scared to do it. I can't lie. It's a lot of new stuff. I don't know where the best place to stream is. It's another interception by Raw Killing at the back. Harrison. I like Harrison's tenacity. He's on. Front post. That's unbelievable. Just stream on all of them. Yeah, but then I'd have to keep up with like 3 chats or something. I always I have a problem keeping up with 1. Never mind 3. You should be a streamer. I do a lot of good stuff on YouTube. I get paid on YouTube. I enjoy the process of editing a video and putting out a really, really sound package. Like you guys are here because you're dedicated to the series on YouTube. We'll have some laughs, but I like what we've got with Youth Squad Legends. There's some episodes where it's like a gag a minute on a FIFA video. I'm kind of getting myself prepared for potentially leaving Youth Squad Legends to an actual editor, to an editor that is not me. And I'm eventually, given like the viewership, the subscribers, the money, if I can employ someone to edit my videos, the more examples of my work that I can leave them, the seamless the transition it will be. That's not going to happen for a while, but I'm now thinking about what I would want every single episode of Youth Squad Legends to look like. No cut corners. That sometimes means that I have to like say, hey, it's delayed today, because it's not there yet. It's not there yet. But by the time it does get there and it's uploaded to your, there are very little editing mistakes. There might be a couple. There was one pretty big one recently, the missing credits. But by the time it gets to you, laugh a minute. Probably even more than that. I don't know. I just try and make it as fucking good for you guys as possible, because I know I'm in a very privileged position. Well, this is the thing. I don't want us to lose my editing style. I don't want us to lose that. That's why I'm... If I was to employ someone, I would want to employ someone that did it like me. And that's why I'm like, look, if I have this plethora of examples for the new editor in the future to use, then we'll get as close as possible to my editing style. But there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes that you guys might not know, and that a new editor would have to realize. It's a big job. It is a big job sometimes. Oh, there you go. He has broken the record. 54 goals. Damn. Very decent. Very decent. We're cooking on gas at the moment. Right, last game in February, which would leave us with... I don't want to go too late. I don't want to exhaust myself here. How many games would it leave us with? 6, 10, 12. Still a lot of games in League 2, you know, man. Oh, yeah, let's have a look. To make sure that table's looking good. Indeed it is. Yeah, going back to the point, it's for the majority of an edit, it's very similar to another editing gig, but there are things that my lass has noticed that she looks at and goes, no one would notice that, Curtis. We're talking about, there are points in Youth Squad Legends when I'm editing it where, say, there's too much of a break between words. And I know that there's too much of a break between words. It could be snappier. And I'm cutting out 1 millisecond of footage. Not 1 millisecond. That'd been stupid. 1 frame of footage. 2 frames of footage. Like, that kind of minuscule, but then it feels more snappier. It's that kind of tedious work would probably grind an editor's gears, to be honest, but it would be what I'd expect of someone to come in and do the exact same job as me. Oh dear. No, it's not staying as what. The episodes for the Chesterfield series are not staying 1 episode per week. I will explain what's happened there. Before Christmas, I had quite a bad illness, and it was very well documented. And instead of me rushing my arse back like I normally do, because of what happened last year with Becca, it kind of clicked that I need that recovery time. So I gave myself that recovery time, which was mint. It actually did like very, very good things for me. By the time that I was back, I felt ready for it. And what happened beforehand? Sorry, what was happening is that I was bringing the upload schedule down by a day at a time. So the first time I had not uploaded in 8 days, then I not uploaded in 7 days. Then the next episode I not uploaded in 6 days. Then the next episode was scheduled to not upload in 5 days. Then something happened on that 5th day. And I can't remember now. It's like middle of January. Something happened on the 5th day, and I just uploaded on Friday, and then I uploaded on Friday again, and then I uploaded on Friday again. I'm not planning it to upload on Friday all the time. It's like me going back to that plan of getting a day quicker, but like recording on the Thursday and either being tired, the recording going on too long, or something happening in terms of like recording problems. I mean, recently we've had really terrible episodes as well, so that's obviously taken a lot longer to record, because instead of like recording 4 games, you're recording 7 because of the lack of entertainment in the games itself. So yeah, what you usually see is me recording on the Thursday to potentially get out on the Thursday, and it just so happening to go on the Friday instead. Now I could book that trend by recording on the Wednesday, which totally fair, totally reasonable. But this week is that simply cannot happen. I've still got a lot of pre-season stuff to do. And if I push myself, might be able to get a video done by Thursday. But that's me not having a life for the next God knows how many days. And I can't work like that anymore. That's it. That's what. I hope I've explained that as well as I possibly could. It's difficult to explain, but eventually, look, I'm going to give you a guarantee right now, even though like I'm shit at guarantees. I'm going to give you a guarantee right now that we do not stay at 1 episode per week. Like, it's happened. I've put out quality episodes, which for me I'm happy with, but I'll be moving soon, and I'll be focusing more on making money. I will be focusing more on making money on YouTube. Instead of getting like every single bit right, it'll be more like, we've got to push this out, we've got to get this out, there's got to be a cutout point. You can't go 110% every single episode. So I'm hoping, honestly, to get a new schedule in place where I get 1 episode of Youth Squad Legends out a week and 1 special video out per week, which like will get more viewers interested in the channel. With obviously a lot of the work being put into this special one-off video. But me and the lads have talked about it. When we're living together, I'll have to do shifts. I really will have to focus more on upping the productivity. I don't know. Very difficult to say that because the last few days I've been hyper productive, so it's like kicking myself whilst I'm up, I guess. I don't know. Putting myself down when I'm actually on an up. Yeah. I forgot what you said about Gretsch. Will he be Mansfield's jam, or will we potentially see him link up with the bigger Mez in Enos? No, I think Mansfield have him properly now. I just can't. I can't see him. I cannot see him playing for Chesterfield. If you have any other questions about upload schedule, what's happening in my life at the moment, just fire away. I'll try and answer it as openly as possible. I think, like, deep down, I don't want to say it, but I have been editing for a long time. I've been editing for 2/3 of my life, I think. Very near that. And it catches up to you at some points. The monotony of editing every single day. Sometimes you need a change, if that's just to break the cycle or stop working. I don't know, but I need to find a way to fight it. Let's have Van Looy there. Don't want Walden as a centre back. That was a mistake. Centre back. Should just throw Avok as centre back. Sure, he could do a job. Kenga. And then we'll put Yershov in. This'll work. Yershov. Kenga in the wider role. I like Kenga there, man. But Krasutsky is also good there, so maybe try Kenga right centre mid. It's overcast, so we probably won't have a colour clash here. But I'm really pissed off at how many yellow-shirted clubs have an away shirt that's white. Seems a bit counterintuitive. Let's have a look. Rum Jungle. Presumably Rum Jungle are playing right now. Let's just have a check. Indeed they are. Okay, so, little plug. This is... So, every single month, I put out 50 songs in a playlist called Resonate. And it basically songs that I would have expected FIFA to put onto their soundtracks about 10, 12 years ago. You know, when it was like really indie and just upbeat. Every single month, without fail, 50 songs. So, you know what? If you want to give that a follow, how do you even find these? Why can I not? Oh, I can't paste it because the keyboard's not working. You already are following it. I think I can't paste it, guys. You're gonna have to find it. I'm really sorry. I can't paste because I don't have a damn keyboard at the moment. Jesus Christ. Whatever. How'd you even find them? It's mostly Discover Weekly. Discover Weekly helps a lot, but then like radio stations of other songs. So if I'm like feeling a particular mood, I will select a song and then ask for a radio station of it. The only problem with the radio stations on Spotify is that they basically match up the song with the same years of release, and that doesn't make any sense. There's also on the mobile app of Spotify cards what you can flick through, basically like Tinder for music. I think they basically stole it off firstly TikTok, but also another app, a third-party app called Swipify, and that has some really good music. I've found some really fucking good music on that, but the algorithm's changing all the time, and them slides have got worse, whereas Release Radar has got better. Figure that one out. You'd think that would be immune to the algorithm stuff because it's just tracking release stuff from the artists that you've already listened to. But it has genuinely got better over the last couple of months. It's recommending me not just release songs, recently released songs, but recently released songs that are good instead of shite. Oh, we love a bit of Barry Can't Swim. Well, this is the thing, like, I didn't use Release Radar that much because it was just telling me what had released on my artists. Which it still does. You know, nothing's changed there. It still does the exact same thing. However, instead of it... So it would recommend me anything that's been released, and it would recommend me the artist that I listen to the most. So if it was like a remix, a dance remix of an indie song, it would recommend me that more over like a more underground indie band that's genuinely released a single, which is not how it should work, and it isn't how it's working now. Yes, I still get the odd remix recommended to me, but it usually is the indie bands who have actually released a song that get the highlight, get the limelight. So the disc, oh, there's a run and back. In my Discord, there is a music league that I was a part of, and last season, it's a great little game, music league. Basically, you get into a group, you all submit a song, and then you basically put points towards a song. Simple premise, and at the end of the season, someone wins. Very simple premise, very good fun. Last season, oh, Walden again with no arms. Last season, there was a round called Release Radar, which basically you picked a song from the Release Radar. And this before the algorithm had changed, and there were 5 remixes on my Release Radar. And that, is 30 songs? So 1/6 of the playlist were release remixes of artists that I'd listened to. Not new songs, And granted, one of the remixes was actually quite good. But normally the remixes aren't that good. We are behind for only the second time in the stream. Okay, whoa. That's a big message. Let me just read it. Gonna be honest right now. I watched, let's say, the first month of new FIFA, eat up all the content. But here now, where we're mid-season, I kind of just forget the YouTube channel. I think that you coming here on Twitch is a lot easier in general to fall in love with the personality and the game. I hope at some point you have your big break here. No, okay, so I don't want to have a break on you. I don't want to have a break on Twitch. I don't think I would be good live streaming. Like, if you've been around my YouTube channel for a long time, even when the uploads were quite consistent, I never had a schedule. And you kind of need to have a schedule when you stream. And my life can't really go around it now. And you can't replicate the video quality. Like, we can have a laugh, and I'm not saying, like, take streaming off the table. I'd love to just have a laugh with you guys and play, like, Football Manager on stream when that ever releases. But it's not gonna replace anything on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. Don't want to call myself a YouTuber. Like, tax-wise, I'm a content creator. They say, what's your job title? And I never call myself a YouTuber. Oh, go on. Oh, it was sitting up lovely. I hate calling I cringe at YouTuber, but I am. Not like I'm uncomfortable streaming. It's just that I like YouTube. I like the package that I can upload. I like the anticipation of a new episode. I like getting to control everything. If I make a mistake, doesn't need to be in the episode. If I make a mistake here, has to be in. Has to be in. I am trying too many lofted balls, don't you think? I'm trying to stick it in behind that centre back because it looks like Gretsch is always going to catch him. But he hasn't yet. Hello, Selch. Is Yuko in the room with us? No, but I can potentially get a haiku in here. Yuko is not no. Yuko not. No, hang on. Let me score this goal. Ooh, damn, that was close. Yuko not here. Depends on if you use here as 1 or 2 syllables. In the UK, that is definitely a 2-syllable word. But you look at websites, here will definitely be a 1-syllable word. Yuko not. Yuko is absent. Here we are. Yuko is absent. Please use his voicemail if making a haiku on the spot is bloody difficult, eh? You guys finish that one for me, yeah? There's a reason why I've outsourced the haikus to people in the Discord. They seem to smash it all the time. My haiku making is Definitely seen better days. So scuffed. Look right. I tried. I've lifted it up again. Alright, let's reset. Half time soon. Just reset and get back to what we were doing. That's an unbelievable... May, if he scores this. Oh, my days. He's got everything. He's got everything. We dropped 10 viewers because of that. Terrible. Haiku's terrible. I'm going to leave this video now. Well, if it was an extra money stream, that's obviously going to help with things. Yes, like that. That's no question. I don't know if it would be better for me to be on YouTube because of my following on YouTube. I'm not saying that YouTube is a bigger streaming platform. It might be. But just because of the following on YouTube, it probably just gives me a better platform to do it with. Oh, go on then, lad. Yes. Oh, good save, keeper. Who's going to be the starter? Oh, we'll wait on the final evolutions for that, but I might go Chicharito. Depending on the final evolutions. I'd like to stream more. I cannot constantly stream. I can't do a consistent schedule. You probably, if you've seen any of the episodes, you probably realize how much energy is outputted. Basically, the next day, my voice is shot. Energy-wise, I'm not there until like 2 days. By the end of FIFAs, you see me like winding down and making sure I'm resting up as much as possible. And that's basically to have like nearly a month of daily uploads. And even now, nowadays, last couple of times, I've not even been able to do that. I get like a week's worth of daily uploads in. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I need a rest. It's just age. It's just age. Might look beautiful and youthful. I'm actually 32 and 33 this year. It's not great. I can feel... Oh my god, he's bodied another player. I can feel Father Time slowly start to, you know, creak. Not anything bad. And I've still got a lot of beans in me. But in terms of where I was like when I was 20, 25, it's definitely a difference. And instead of me like exhausting myself and getting to a point where I'm like, fucking hell, I don't want to do this anymore, which a lot of my contemporaries have done. A lot of people that started uploading at the same time as me just do not upload at the constant rate anymore. Flick, I thought Flickify, man, I love Flickify to bits. Oh my days. And I thought he was going to pop off. He'd started gaining loads of subscribers. The algorithm was working in his favour. And then he had like a slow month. And he's just stopped uploading. Not stopped uploading, he still uploads. But I get it. I get why someone would take a month off. No, he's back. He is. I mean, I hope he's been uploading frequently. The last time I saw his channel, there was like a month in between uploads. I hope he's been all right. I haven't seen one of his videos for ages. Go on, set it up. Why is Kenga this far forward? Burton Albion, by the way, giving us a tough game. He had a 5-month break. Damn. So he's just come back. Okay, we're not going to change the side that much. We're just going to freshen it up a little bit. Good. I'm glad he's come back. I'm glad he's come back. But it's like it gets it. It gets you. It grinds you away. It does. I don't want to make it sound terrible. YouTube is mint, mate. I sit back, I'm doing what I love. It's everything. And I don't want to like be all doom and gloom saying one day I'm going to finish, because I don't want to finish. Straight up, I don't want to finish. Even if I'm like old and rickety and I'm like, I've got 300 viewers, I'd still probably pump a video out now and again, you know what I mean? Just for fucking laughs. Even if it was just me laughing at how old I was. That'd be funny. That'd just be funny. But I get it. There we go. Master fucking substituter, man. Master substitute. We could never put Gretchen. You had no chance of putting Gretchen. We swapped Kenga and Krasutsky around. All of a sudden, there's like this channel that he just runs into. That 70-year-old cutsy Youth Squad Legends. And could you imagine the graphics then? Mate. Is, I think, Gregory FIFA is the other Youth Academy kind. He does like Youth Academy in-depth dives and what you should be looking at the Youth Academy. They are fantastic. In fairness, that is a lot of dedication and work that I fucking absolutely take my hat off to. Really, really good. Great research. Oh, go on! Yeah, that is me bowing. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Oh, shit. It's Joel Sassett winning it for Mansfield. Oh! Sensational, lad. Sensational. Tell you what, to that person who didn't see, like, the middle of this Chesterfield series, this would be really confusing, but... Hi, I'm Tuxie, and we're 2-1 up against Burton Albion at the moment. How about that? Quick turn, and all of a sudden it's all change here, with Mansfield controlling everything. Perfect. Bit of a fake shot there by Gretsch. I fancy some kind of skill move. That might break him. Lovely pass. Back to Harrison. That might play a long shot. There's a guy on FIFA Careers Reddit who came out with a whole guide on how to get 99 overall players. Mint. Is that using, like, loan glitches as well? I know that, like, Barmer. So, Barmer Striker. Back in the day, there was a guy, a YouTuber. Amazing. Was a good mate of me and sparring DKs. And... He stopped uploading videos, but he had some great career modes with like Wigan Athletic being his biggest one, I think. And play this. After he'd finished on YouTube, he messaged me and DK out of the blue one day. He said, "You alright, guys? Been playing FIFA recently, and I need to tell you something about this new training system." I was like, "Sure." And he's like, "Can we get onto like a Skype call or a Discord call? Like, can we like let this happen? It's pretty important." So me and DK are like, "Yeah, sure, we'll hear it," thinking that it was going to be a bad thing. And he was like, "No, I found a way how to get like insanely high-rated players, and it's just about abusing the positional training. So if you like got a centre mid, you're training up to be a striker, but you're never actually training up to be a striker. You give him the training to be a striker, and then when he's completed on that, you're then training up to be a centre back, and then a left back, and then a right winger, and all that together will up his statistics like crazy." And that is the reason. It's very difficult to say it in an episode without getting too technical, but that is a reason why I keep most of my players unbalanced. You might think you look at it every single year. Every single year, my training plans have been unbalanced, and it's because Barmer showed us that if you don't have it unbalanced, you can significantly break the game very quickly. Then at 22, you loan them out, I see. So it's just easier for me to say when I'm on YouTube and someone says, "Yo, why don't you just like make this guy? Why don't you train this guy into a certain position? Why don't you do this with a guy? Why?" I only do training. I'd only do positional training when it's needed. Ruoko, half winger. That's been a recent one, and he's gone up by like 10. But that's probably because I've been changing the development rates. Oh, big celebrations, but Rico Walden. But he's gone up basically twice the rate as everybody else. Because he's growing in specific stats that will up his overall. But then you kind of abuse that to shit by putting him as a centre-back, putting him as this and that and the other, and yeah, it's just better for me to just have it on balance for most of their careers. Yeah, big save, Rico Walden. We love it. Didn't actually realise or clock how important that save was at 2-1. Oh, I don't know if I'm right. Okay, I used to be really good at the game. FIFA 10. Yeah, showing my age a little bit. FIFA 10, and you know what? The mad thing is that isn't even close to the earliest FIFA game. My first FIFA game that I ever picked up was FIFA 2000. Fuck me. And I got FIFA 99, FIFA 98 in that year. FIFA 98 being one of my favourite games still because of the indoor football stuff. But, you know, it took me a long time to get really, really good at it. And FIFA 10, I got to FIFA Interactive World Cup, went to Emirates, met Theo Walcott, got battered in the UK finals, in fairness. Like, just even when I was good, there were some players still far better than me. But since then I realised that it's just not fun. Not the game's perfectly fun, but it's not fun trying to be the best all the time. I used to stress myself like crazy on the ranked leaderboards at that time. It was just basically one-on-one matches. It wasn't ultimate team based, it was one-on-one matches. But I would get home from school or college at that time, I think it was, and just grind that out for four hours and be like, right, okay, so that's the meta, or that's what people are doing. And you'd have to study it in that, even back then. And I was like, bro, there's not an inch of me that wants to do this. So, I just called it. And, like, I wanted to make videos. This just so happened to happen. Like, 2 years afterwards. I put my YouTube video, put my YouTube channel out there, and it just started to, you know, gain some traction. And since then, I've not learnt many mechanics. There's a few mechanics that I know of recent time that help me out in situations, but some of the new mechanics I think are not great. Time finishing is the big one for me. Like, to be a professional FIFA player right now, yeah, you have to know how to green time your finishes. And I just think it's just bullshit. I'm sorry, but surely the quality of your strike should be based on the position of your striker, the way that he's taken the shot, the balance. You know what I mean? All these things should like it used to, all these things should come together to give you a clean strike. Not the fact that you can time a second press of the circle button. Like, are we playing FIFA or Dance Dance fucking Revolution, mate? But I think, don't say that I don't have a point there. Do not say that I don't have a point there. Genuinely, time finishing can suck your mum. You know what I mean? Like, you're bang on the money. But it genuinely should be about positional runs, time on the ball, composure. There's even a composure stat in the game. Like, that's got to play in. It has to play in. Forget the fact that, like, a second press on the circle button. Like, what is that? What is that, guys? So, I've personally decided not to learn that stuff. And you can, hey, go back. The year that it came out, time finishing, I was invited to Berlin, and I was able to capture some early footage, and we did Bankrupt Fulham, I think it was. And in that footage, you can see me green time stuff. I learned it quite quickly. It was quite nice to hit a green time, don't get me wrong. But after that, it was only a couple of days that I got to play around with it. After that initial feel for it, I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. Simply don't want to do that anymore. Because firstly, it came out way too overpowered, which not really surprising, but it just looked odd. It looked unrealistic. I like the fact that we can toss time finishing away in Youth Squad Legends, and we can really appreciate someone's positional awareness, someone's run awareness, someone's ability to strike the ball well, which some players cannot do. Bro, if I knew how to, if I green time stuff, if I had time shooting on, and I played with green time shooting, whatever, if I played with that, we'd have very little understanding on who's a good finisher or not. Because everybody would be. Does that... To me, that just doesn't feel right. Anyway, crack on. Torres is still injured, man. It does take away from it. It would take away one of the very few things that separates Youth Squad Legends from other career modes. The fact that we love the shit players. We love the shit players as much as we love the good players. Like, it's all about characters. The whole idea is about building characters up. So a Ronald Chavez is just as welcomed as a Harvey Hall. They might not have the same longevity, but they're both remembered very, very strongly. I like having players that suck. I love it. And I love when those players actually become good, like Tobias Tanner did. I love that feeling of... Okay, I don't like the initial comments of someone going, why'd you keep on playing this player? Why'd you keep on playing Tobias Tanner? Wesley Purpart is so much better. I get to see them every single game. All 90 minutes, I get to see them. And I'm like, I know that there's a good player in there. There's a reason why I stuck with Pecoraro when he was playing shit. Because I was like, when he just clicks, we're going to get 30 plus goals from him every single season. When he clicks. And he did, eventually, in the Premier League. Also makes players like Andrew Gretsch and Enos Jan more special because of how good they are and how consistent they are and etc, etc, etc. Sorry, I've completely lost it here. Gil to come off. Can't play on Yango. So I just played Pierce. No, we won't. We'll stick with Gil. Fuck it. It's a laugh. Let's go Persinakov, maybe? No, we'll have Vanessa there at the right-hand side. White against yellow again. Can't do much because we have a white away shirt. Getting a bit tired now, lads, but we persist. Yeah. Well, it's that. It's like... It's not only... Like, the good thing about Youth Squad Legends is that next series we don't know what's going to happen. And that's also the passion for me. That's also the interest for me. Like we've got these new lads coming in to the Youth Academy for episode 41. And we have no idea what they're going to be like. And it's like really exciting. We have potential space there for a good striker. And there's like a couple of strikers milling around. And it's like, whoa. Could have a big time striker here. Careful. It's just exciting that unknown that you get from a player. All that kind of faith that you put in a player that you know is going to turn good. It's just nice. What I'm getting here, you know what? I'm getting a feeling this series that I haven't felt in a long time. Regret. There's a lot of regret already being played out this series. The fact that we've let Gretsch go without giving him a chance. Joel Tassip went because he's just from the same country as a lot of the other players. And they've just come in and they're killing it for Mansfield. And they're such a joy to play with. He makes for a great dynamic. And it's different as well. It's like when we did this series with Crew back in the day, we put some rules out that if a particular club came in with a bid, then there was a percentage chance that they would get sold no matter what. No matter how big they were for the series, they would get sold. And although it was way more realistic, it wasn't great with the viewers because you have an affinity to the players. And this is like that, but without any of the downsides. Like you get to use different players, you get to test out different players in different positions. You get to sign players that you might not sign for Chesterfield, but if you're running them here, you might as well give them a shot. And it has no downsides on what's happening in the main series. So, big time. Get back up, Walden. Penton will take this one clear. Lots of storylines this series, yeah. Rawkillen turning into a monster after a roadman cut off his toe. You know. There has been a board objective that's been considered on the Discord of Wesley Purpart. No, sorry, the bodyguards. So, Tobias Tanner's bodyguards go on strike, right? Listen to this. And he can't take management of Chesterfield for a amount of time. So, Bence Macker just comes in. Just randomly. For like a couple of episodes, Bence Macker's just there. Yo, I'm the manager now, bitch. And then he just pisses off again when Tobias Tanner can come back. I love that idea. I can do it. It's a bit of work, but I can definitely do it. And that would be a great addition to that little storyline. I don't know how we're gonna work it. I think, as I'm considering right now, without spoiling it too much, I think we're gonna try and make their relationship a lot better through the means of football. Not like the incident where it's revealed that I think it was Jackson that didn't steal the curly whirly. Not like that. It's not a forgiveness kind of thing. It's like the relationship gets less sour. Because, for some reason, Tobias Tanner, after everything, is still giving Wesley Purpart players to help him progress through the league systems and all that. I think that's how it's going to go. And there's not a bromance that builds, but like a respect between the two. That it's like, we used to hate each other, but... yeah, you're not bad. You're not a bad guy. Good night, Nerdiverse. Take care, my guy. It is getting quite late, isn't it? What time is it? Oh, it's past midnight. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Zatko can play it in. Ooh. You put that to the other side, and Gretsch is probably through. Like to see the comebacks. Zatko. Oh, that's a great goal. Hey. That's a play with no future whatsoever, but that's a wonderful goal. Gotta give him credit where credit's deserved, my guy. That's a lovely finish. Just open up for him. That's it. And this is it, like, Gretsch, because he's on the move, he's like... jinking in and out, is always going to take a couple of centre-backs with him. And if he doesn't find space, it usually drops to someone else. And it's helped Peter Zatko there significantly. Ow. My chain's caught on my chest hair. That was pain. Yeah, okay, so it's a pain in the arse to get right, the global overall shift. But it's so worth it. Because it is, like you said, these players that might have like 70 potential. And outside of your club, normally they will not get to a high standard. They are given just one slight chance. If the dice rolls right for them. For him to keep on progressing. You saw it with Luke Williams at Wrexham. There he is. There he is! Unbelievable. I must say, Zatko, this episode, this particular game, hasn't really put a foot wrong. Andrew Gretsch scores again. Pew, pew, pew. I'm not going to show you the entire process of how I do the global overall shift, because I don't think you guys want to see it, but I can happily, after this game's done, I'll show you what it consists of. It's simple in premise. It's a bit tedious, it's a bit long-winded. It takes a couple hours in total for me to get it right, and I have to double check everything, and you know, you don't want to get anything wrong. You don't want to break the save accidentally. But I can happily show you how I do it after this. Could have put some more power on that. No, don't matter. I've dropped my controller. And my jaw's been dropped as well. Unbelievable. Oh, I think I only sold him for... I don't even think I sold him for 5. That's shit, innit, man? It was good money for the time. It was good money for a... Right, it was great money for a player that I didn't think was going to amount to much at all. It's absolutely shocking for the player that he's become. Brilliant. What a free kick, man. Do we get to see an extra one? No, it's offside call. Offside call and instant replay for some reason instead of the wonderful free kick that we just seen. Would like to see another angle of that, I can't lie. Can we get one for Junior Tassip? Just pass this around. We've got 30 seconds. Swing it in. Oh, go on! You still love comebacks. I like... What I like with comebacks is if you're struggling in a game and then you can tactically change it to change the result. If you realise that something's not working. I've played this game enough now over the years to realise, hey, this player is not working right now. This player's not working with this player. And to recognise that, to swap it, and then to turn a game around and like go from 2-1 down to 3-2, that's a great feeling. That is a wicked feeling. I will not tire of that. Big tackle. We're a one-on-one here, and it's Andrew Gretsch up on the one-on-one. But he will wait for support, and it's Junior Tassip now. Zatko can just turn, and he should be there. Andrew Gretsch now full speed. Just run straight into Hennigan. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. I honestly think that we can call an end to this season. But is that the right thing to do? Maybe we play a couple more games tomorrow. And then call it there. I'd have liked to have played the entire season. However, there are so many other things that I've got to do pre-season wise. And I'm also working on another Pokemon video for the extra channel, just to diversify a little bit. Good save, Rico Walden! What are we fucking saying? Yes! What a man. What a man. What a mighty good man. 1-2. 1-2. He's on. Yes. I think we... Oh, we didn't time it right. Oh. His first touch was pretty loose anyway, but that pass has got to come quicker. And also, Gretsch is good enough to check. Gretsch is good enough to make sure his run doesn't go offside and give the central attacking midfielder some time. Yeah, they're all over the place. They might have chucked a play off forward. Good save, keeper. Penton in with the corner kick. That is cleared away. Here goes Rico Walden with the ball at feet. Love that stuff. Should be open. Oh, that is shocking. Big row killing. Yes, yes. Massive. He's only got 9 toes. He's only got 9 toes. 9 toes. Where's your big toe gone? Where's your big toe gone? Hit it, hit it, hit it, Robert Havoc. Hit it. Oh. Trajectory was nice. Where's your big toe gone? I should put his balance down, to be honest. Isn't that right? That if you don't have a big toe, you just lose all sense of balance in that foot. Big tackle. Oh, there he is, big raw killing. It's fucking raw. It's fucking raw. Good lad. Monster centre back. Someone must be there, centre. And again. He loves it. Absolutely loves it. Robert Havoc down. Got to chase Chesterfield through and through. Flynn's got sent off, I think. You think of how many sending offs we recently had at Chesterfield. It's the first sending off of 3 streams. I believe. Cheeky. Cheeky. Oh! Do you remember that moment where Robert Havoc was our potential striker for the series because he was doing some bits in the youth academy? In fairness, that's just a great ball. No clean sheet for us. They absolutely did raw kill him for pace there. Oh, dipping shot. A dipping shot playstyle would be very good. I like that. A knuckleball playstyle would be awesome. Something different to the set piece one. I can't remember its name. Different to it, as in like wherever you hit the ball, it would create a knuckleball effect. That'd be so good. Oh, hello! Hello! 10 men Port Vale are a different side, different beast. That's a wonderful goal. Magnificent. So watch it fade away. Right. A little bit of a graphical glitch there. Shall we just plant the ball there? There you go. Got 7 minutes just to hold out, which is mad. We were 3-0 up, and they got a man sent off, and now we're having to hold on. That is hilarious. What? They are having a great little time of it at the moment. Well done, Vanessa. Oh? Please don't tell me that's... Oh, that's a harsh free kick. It's like the only thing good Vanessa Rampion has done. I wanted to get the name in. Oh, yes. Too many skill moves. Go on, play it in. Nope. If I focused a little bit, Gretsch would have definitely got another hat-trick here. But also, skills are good. Skills are enjoyable. Oh, go on. Garrity had the chance there to equalise it at the death for Port Vale. Incredible. But they will not equalise it at the death. In fact, Garrity might be sent off. They'll add the Hand of God play style. I don't think they would be that stupid. That would signify the end of FIFA, or the end of FC as it is. If they genuinely put in a play style that allows you to cheat. No, I can't imagine that's going to happen ever. Zatko got player of the match. You've got to give credit where credit is due. I'll celebrate Limsocker's performance, but I don't think he did anything. I don't think he did anything, guys.
Thanks so much.
Right. Let's have a look at this table then. 35. You got 11 more games to go. Let's have a look at the growth spreadsheet again. See who we've played recently and who we're willing to let rot. Orban Larkin can go. I will go from the top. So Jabordu is not going to amount to anything. So we've not played him. We don't want to play him. He'll just stink it up in League 2. Maybe at the peak of his powers, potentially get to like a relegation championship team. Talboys is going up by 2. Tassip's going up by 4. Avoc's going up by a single point. That's absolutely fine. Chow Van Looy is going down at the moment. If we play with him a little bit, I could warrant the same potential. But 78 is still good. Pesinakov going down by 1. 80 is still good. Cliff and Bedder. I don't know why I said Cliff and Bedder. He's a Chesterfield player. Next up, Thaddeus Degazon staying at 70. And even if I play with him a lot, that goes up max to like... Oh, I've paused the music. I do apologise. If I play with him a lot, maximum that's going to go up is probably 71. 72 if I was being extra generous. But I think in terms of St. Lucia, we're probably looking at scouting that nation. Borisov's staying at 84. It's actually quite... I disagree with my provisional potential on that, and I can't change it because I don't have my keyboard. Right, we're going to change that to 85. Benek's terrible. We don't need to worry about him. Kralovic is terrible, and to be honest, that probably goes down to 88 by the end of the season. Gretsch is going up to 96. That's no matter what, he's going up to 96. Orban Larkin we don't need to worry about because Raw Killen is the guy that's going to be at Chesterfield, and he's going up a significant amount. 8 is, generous, but fair because he's only had 64 potential. Vanessa, even if we play with him a lot, not going to go up much. And we've also got Patrick Jambe from Madagascar, and that's definitely an avenue that I'd rather explore than Vanessa Randria. Zatko, despite having a good game there, is not going to really pull up trees in the championship. The performance right there is probably meaning that he'll actually go down to a 69 potential and not a 68. So congrats to him on, damage limitation. Penson's going up by 3. Sick. Sorokin might be the big loser if we call it now. I've not played enough with him in this stream to warrant a change from 76 to 77. Yershov, because of how interesting he was at centre CDM, might get back up to an 80. I might give him that. Krasutsky 81. Torres, Torres is a big loser actually, because he's not back from injury. So he's probably going to lose overall, which he actually lost overall last season because of a bad injury. Is he just injury prone? Is he just an injury prone player? Thank you ever so much, Mork, for raiding. Pedrero's going down, but that was to be expected because of Tassip and Gretsch just being fantastic together. Dongtrong Dat's going down. That's to happen. Estefanos going down. Happy to let him rot. He's terrible. Oh, there's a thought. Matthew Mizzy is the first ever player. Never been done before. He's the first ever player that I've given a potential boost to in the Youth Academy. Because of how good his performances have been in the youth tournament, I thought he deserved just one potential point. Because he's essentially carried us in a lot of tournaments. Anyway, we have Siantar, 85. And probably staying at 85. Maybe going down to an 84 if we keep on playing Rico Walden. On Yango, 74. That might go down to 73. Kengar might be a bit too generous, going up to 79. Harrison, with how he's playing, probably goes up to 87, to be honest. Maths Excel at 84, that's fine. Lim Soccer, 81. Yep, sick. That's it. Some of the new names. Some new names for you guys to get excited about. We play Rico Walden. If we simulate all the games, we play Rico Walden. That will give me an excuse to keep his potential to 70. And then, is there anyone else that desperately needs it? Not really. Yershov, keep on playing Yershov, and then it's definitely like, well, he deserves the 80 potential. Sorokin. Yeah. So if we keep on playing every single game, Rico Walden, Sorokin, and Yershov. Those three. We should be absolutely fine. Once Torres is back fit, get him in the first team lineup. Make sure that we play him every single game. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready to end this season, guys. If everybody's chill with that, I think we've seen enough of these players to know who is gonna. We have a plan completed for some reason. Who is going to have that chance at Chesterfield? Who's going to stick around at Mansfield? There's names now sticking out. Performances, really consistent performances and performers. Torres is probably going to need a loan. He's a country's league in the game. What country was he from? Is he a Chilean? I don't think the Chilean league is. This broken toe is taking a long time. Had a scenario, but wouldn't work if his country's league's not in the game, unfortunately. Well, the thing is, there's no scenarios that we can use in Mansfield. It's like, it's a different thing altogether, the streams. Instead of doing scenarios, I just give these guys 3 times the development rate. Rather than in Chesterfield, where it's 2 times the development rate, and we have the scenarios on top that will help the players out as well. So it's just, we just have a flat development rate here. Right, let's make sure Killen's in that first team. I want to keep Torres in there, actually. Gretsch, Tassip, Walden. Who else was it? Sorokin. Try and do damage limitation with that kid. And it was someone else, Yershov. So let's have Yershov in Penson's role. Penson's like going up by 3. And I'm absolutely chill with him only going up by 2. If we don't play him, then... If we don't play him from now until the end of the season, we can't put him +3. That's just wrong. We'll have to put him +2 for all his efforts earlier in the season. Fine. Happy with that. Try and spread out the potential improvements as fairly as I can to the people who need it. Right, we're not going to go opponent analysis. We are just going to try and zoom through these now. We will go... We might go Van Looy here. Soxella's not. Soxella might actually have to have a downgrade. He's not playing that much at all. Damage limitation on him. Let's go Estefanos. Estefanos hasn't really seen the pitch. I really don't like playing with him, so I'm quite happy with him like being a quick sim option. He's too busy selling socks. Oh, sock seller, of course. For a second there, didn't know what you were talking about. Because I'm a bit dim. 1-1. Robert Avoc scored. Nice. Just got to keep an eye on the table. Firstly, to make sure that we stay in first to win the championship, but also for them teams to stay in the positions for all the save to make sense. Away against Wimbledon, surely, yeah, Torres can now play. That's exciting. I might actually play this, because I really wanted to play with Torres for a bit. Okay, 1 for the road. Let's put in Math Soxella. Can we get a space for Krasutsky? Probably not. I think Krasutsky's race has been run this season. Okay. Let's go. One more for the road, lads, and then we're going to call it into this season. We're going to simulate it, get it all done. Gives me a couple of days to get all the admin done for the pre-season. Not worry about streaming. Chill out for a bit, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'd like to have all the work done by tomorrow if we could. But regardless, I can have tomorrow and Thursday on it. If I can get this done, I will not be interrupted. Oh, and then I can show you how I do the overall shifts. If there's a bit of time. It's getting to 1 AM now, isn't it? The hell. And here I was thinking, oh, I'm only going to stream for an hour. Happens all the time, man. I get on. And 1 hour becomes 2 hours. 2 hours become 3 hours. Let's get Torres like Fernando. A different player, mate. Yurko Torres is a different player. If we had someone like prime Fernando Torres for Chesterfield, we wouldn't have any striker problems at all. We could have had someone. We could have had someone even better. Never mind. Little back heel. Sorokin over the top. Wimbledon looking a bit open. We don't have that option on the right-hand side. Yershov is trying. When it's fun, yeah, when it's fun, it is fun. It's always, to be fair, it's always fun. I always enjoy picking up this game and playing it for a couple of hours. Little dink. That little dink, it never fails. Joel Tassett, little dink into Andrew Gret, never fails. Get in, lads. Well, Killen should have taken that ball. Oh, yes. There he is. He'll get it eventually. I mean, it's all over the place at the moment, but Wimbledon will not score with the ball. I wish we could have coaches and retired players that will become coaches to boost the growth of the players in the positions they played in. I tell you what, it would make sense then to keep a retiring player on. You do. You need to find a way how, like. I actually agree that career mode need to find a way to kind of push users to keep retiring players at their squad, or older players at their squad. And if there's like a potential, like Football Manager, is that if there's a potential to become coaches at the end of the season, or just give any kind of boost to your other players in some way, then that would make people look to keep retiring players and not always look to replace them with younger. I don't know how else you would implement it other than a coach gig. Like, not too sure. Big tackle by Ryan Pierce, I think his name is. Yurko Torres on the ball. Been a while, my friend. But, oh my word, it's beautiful. It's not perfect, though. It is not on time. He's not onside. Must be very, very close. It's probably not going to give us a replay on it. I thought that was absolutely spot on. They could build on it, yeah. I honestly think it's time for... Oh, Ryan Pierce is getting booked. I honestly think it's time to add something like an assistant manager. You know what I mean? Why hasn't an assistant manager been added to this? Someone like that can... They might suggest something to you at half-time. And if you go along with it, it somehow boosts the team. Like, if they tell you, I think we should swap to a three-man system in the midfield. And then all three-man system get a +1 overall boost or some shit. Just something like that to keep everybody on the toes, because managers don't often go with the same system. They're flexible, except if you're Ruben Amorim, I guess. No hatred, Ruben, but you kind of need to have more than one system, my guy. Nah, Korea's made a big step. I don't mind how it makes steps, so long as it keeps on making steps. You know what I mean? I think there's definitely some ideas there that you've brought forward that they could look at and see to implement. I don't see why they can't. The coaches are there. How difficult is it to copy that name onto a coach name? I mean, maybe because that might be it. If say a player has been at your club for 10 years, they get an affinity, okay? And if they become a coach, which is like a 1 in 6 chance or whatever, like there's a lot of 1 in 6 might be a bit too rare. Like 1 in 3 chance that they'll say yes to a coaching gig. And if they do say yes to a coaching gig, you can get a 6-star coach. The only way you can get a 6-star coach is by having a 5-star coach that has an affinity to the club and therefore somehow gives 110% that elusive 6th star. I don't know. We need career mode to be long. I do agree that we need that would be one of the very first things that I would ask to be implemented. I would very much ask for the extension of career mode, yes. Unfortunately, for that to happen, it probably means they'd have to rebuild everything. And that's the real sticking point, is that them devs are still working on, you know, things that were built for PS2 days. Code that was built for PS2 days, and they're still working on it. And we now know... Look, I'm not going to contest that Football Manager is a bigger game in terms of, like, how much there is to implement into a new engine. But we now have a direct comparison and an example of changing to different code, different engines. It's not straightforward. Rebuilding that shit will take time, and there will be bugs, and I don't think anybody at EA thinks it's worth it, because realistically 15 years is enough for career mode. There's not a lot of us nerds that would go past 15 years in career mode, you know what I mean? So there's not enough of a demand to rebuild the code from the ground up. That's probably what's stopping us from getting online career mode, by the way. Potentially. They would have to do so much work to that code. Players' faces should age anyway. Right, there's a few things that I think should have been in FIFA a long time ago, and some of them seem to be coming in now, which is mint. Sorry, really awkward time to cough. So one of the things that I would have always said is for players to change hairstyles and like change facial hair through career mode. Makes sense, doesn't it? The facial hair seems to be something that's coming down the pipeline. Should have been in this year, but it's obviously broken. Eventually, it will not be broken, and it will work. So that's one thing. Dynamic weather. Can you believe that it's 2025 and this game doesn't have dynamic weather? Really? That needs to change. Like, that's the big... For me, if I made a list of things that need to be put into FIFA, dynamic weather. It's dry for 60 minutes. Like, it's dry. This game's been dry. Imagine if they it started chucking it down. Ball starts playing a bit differently. People start slipping because they've got the wrong studs on. It just makes sense. Happens in real life. Happens quite frequently in real life. I would also... To implement VAR into this... They've eventually got to implement VAR. But to implement it, I would bring something that I've wanted into the game, and that's refereeing mistakes. They might make mistakes. Right, okay. So the game might make mistakes on a call, but they're not actually trying to make a mistake. Right? I'm talking about the game actively knowing that they're making the wrong call. And then the commentary team going, that is a terrible decision by the referee. Imagine the amount of storylines that can be created because of that. Frustrating as it is, or elated because it could work in your favour as well. It's a big part. Refereeing calls is a big part. I've got a stuffed nose. Oh my god. That's when you know that I've been talking for a long time. The nose is going. Refereeing calls is a big part of football every single week. It's a big talking point, and this game, I think it's quite realistic, but it's not realistic in that sense, because it's like the referees don't make mistakes that often. They are automatic offside. They know exactly every single offside call. And if they added something that made the referees a bit more human, then they could bring in VAR. So they have a percentage thing. I think PGMOL said that before VAR there was an 80% chance that the referee's call was correct. And now that's gone up to 95 or something. I can't remember. It's or 99 or whatever. You could use them statistics and percentages to implement VAR correctly. So in the lower leagues, 4 out of 5 calls are correct. That 5th call might fuck you up. Whereas Premier League, 95, 96, whatever the percentage is, all them calls are correct. You might even get a VAR graphic sometimes if the referee thinks a different decision. A little cutscene. That to me just feels too obvious. Why have they not put it in yet? I'd love for refereeing mistakes. Even though it'd fucking irritate the shit out of me, that's football. That's life. Not getting promoted through a shit refereeing mistake would be a great storyline. Bloody hell, we got lucky there. Tassip somehow scored, and we've gone from 1-0 to 3-0. We might be going down that route of referees finally making mistakes on this game and that, because I think when there was that agreement, the license between FIFA and EA itself, I think in that contract it'll have stated a lot of things in terms of don't make sure the referees don't make mistakes, make sure there's no diving in the game. I think now that FIFA are not, haven't got anything to do with this game, I think we'll see things like the weather effects where the gameplay's not actually perfect. People slip, people make mistakes, and I want more of that. I want more simulation. I want it feeling as real as possible because I want to like project that story to you guys. Oh, could give us a ref mistake slider too. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's the mad thing. FIFA did have dynamic weather at one stage, even though it was really, really prehistoric. It was not good. It was like you could kind of guess that it was gonna be dry and then wet. There wasn't like any 5-minute stints. It was either on or off. I'm thinking about a proper dynamic weather system where when you press play match, it will just generate 90 minutes of weather forecast. And it might be like dry, so you say it's dry for the first 5 minutes and then it just starts raining. It might be dry for the entire match. It might be dry for the entire match, barring 5 minutes, say, in the 75th minute. Like, it doesn't need to go from one extreme to the other, which is what that old system used to do. And it's what you know, old racing simulators, by the way. The first ones that started, like, thinking about dynamic weather and that's basically how they did it. It was just, like, on and off. I want it to be, like, proper. Might not even affect the match, but just so you know it's there. There's them kind of details I absolutely love. This year, if you've seen the episode, you'll know that the one thing that I love that nobody else clocked on, absolutely nobody else realised that it was in this game. In the comment section, everybody was like, I didn't even know that was a thing, right? At half-time, the time changes, the daylight changes, the sun changes direction. And it suggests the passing of time. So, like, in the winter especially, on a 3 PM kickoff, the first half will be relatively light, the second half will be dimmer. Or it'll be low light. You'll have a really low glaring sun. It's very, very simple. Probably not projecting the actual direction that the sun would, it wouldn't be projecting the actual position of the sun at that time of the year, but because they've just put that effort in, I appreciate it. It just makes it feel like it's there. We're playing it at 3 PM on that particular day.
Thank you, Father.
Man City have won the Capital One Cup. Definitely need to finish this soon. I am stuffed. I really struggle with sinusitis problems, guys. Sinus problems. I have sinusitis all the time when I have a cold. Bloody terrible. Terrible. Oh, look at Raw kill on an international duty. That is magnificent. I love to see it. Centre back replacement. Gill. We'll just have Gill there. And we shall quick sim this one against Newport County. My apologies, not Notts County. Jackson Sham. Nikita Sorokin scored. Who got Jackson Sham into the first team? Has he creeped himself in? Yeah, financial fair play is a good thing to add. Would be quite an effort to add it. You know what's the crazy thing, yeah? All these games that we played through 3 streams, right? In fact, no, let's make it even more mental. All the games that we played in this stream, even the ones that we haven't played, the simulator games, that covered the time that episode 39 covered. That's how long episode 39 was. It started on February the 1st and it finished around this time in March. Fair enough, I don't think we played as many games as what we're seeing here in League 2. But it was still a fuck ton of games. Alright, keep on quick simming, I guess. Yeah. Gretsch is now up to 72, and Nikita Sorokin scores again. Just keep an eye on him. Nikita Sorokin is up to like 70 overall as well. So, just a strong showing at the end of the season. He might get a couple more chances when it comes to Chesterfield next. Keep this gravy train rolling. Mansfield 0, Cambridge United 0. Obviously no scorers there. Yep, keep an eye on the league table. I think we're safe. But yeah. It does not... Right, okay, so if we make a mistake on the league table here, doesn't matter. Like, it genuinely doesn't stop us from starting a new season. But it would be nice to get all the teams into the correct positions for continuity's sake. Leighton Orient, Notts County coming automatically, go up automatically with us, with Crawley Town coming up in the playoffs. That makes sense. That's totally doable at this moment in time. So that's what I would like to see. Mansfield against Gillingham. Okay, I just pressed that and I didn't see who scored for us. What a fucking clown. Whoever scored for us, congratulations. Shepherd. Pretty sure I know who that is. I remember hearing that name before, Shepherd. It's about 5 games left. Exactly 5 games left. How about that? Everybody's in perfect position. Nice. We've got Bromley bottom of the table. I'd like to see the trophy lift when we get there. That's not happening yet at all. Shepherd does sound familiar. Now, that might also be clocking a bell because I'm pretty sure that's Respect the Jeff's character. Summit Shepherd, innit? But I'm pretty sure we talked about Shepherd at Gillingham at one stage in this series. Can't lie. Should beat Bromley away. How have we lost to 24th place? We need to take Sham. We need to take Sham off the bench. Because Sham's getting experience. He's being brought on when someone else could be brought on. Like, get out of here. Talboys. Djibodu can be dropped. We can bring on Soxella. Yeah, Soxella actually needs to be in the first team. Happy with that. Tired. Tired, mate. Been doing this all day. Outside of the break for football. Now I'll stop tonight and I'll have to go straight to bed. It is what it is. Glad that we've done it. Got a really good insight on players that I'd never get a good insight about. But I've now very much got myself all the information that I need on these players to test out the ones that I want to test out, to say no to the ones that I want to say no to. Alright, away against Crewe. And we get back to winning ways. Gretsch and Tassip scoring. All worth it, very much all worth it in the end, 100%. Thank you, ads, by the way, for holding up that chat right now. It is late, brother, and we're down to not that many viewers, and you're just here chilling. I appreciate it, my guy. And for the lurkers, I appreciate you being here as well. It's just nice to actually talk to someone. Leighton Orient. Let's just check where Leighton Orient is. They could leapfrog us technically, but we got a game in hand. 77. Oh, okay, right. We do have a problem. Gillingham have done a madness, it seems. Okay, that's fine. Let's get this sorted then. 2 seconds, guys. No, I don't have the keyboard. Oh my god. Okay. What do I do now? I don't have my keyboard working. I think we're in. Hang on. No. Right. Keyboard's working there. Interesting. My keyboard and my mouse are just not working in the same time. I should never have... Oh. No. I should never have took them out. Oh. We've got him. We've got it. I've got it. Yay! Everything's working. Fuck me. Alright. Don't worry. Everything's fine. I thought I'd fucked my, keyboard and mouse up. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Gillingham. Alright, let's have a look then. So, match fixing, fixtures. We're looking at Barrow, Grimsby, Morecambe. They basically have to lose all of these, so sorry, lads. Away against Grimsby. You'd probably lose by 2. Why not? And then at home against Gillingham. 2-1. 2-1 scoreline to Gillingham. Sorry, 2-1 scoreline to Morecambe. Save that up. And then it's preferably Notts County. Because that would be the direct result that we saw in Chesterfield. But if Crawley goes up instead, that's absolutely fine. They only have 2 games left. Save. And save. And save. And then make sure Crawley. Do the exact same. We don't need to do them for the playoff games. I'll explain what's going on here. We do not need to do anything for the playoff games, mate. We need to do Crawley to win. Crawley to win. And then home against Mansfield. We'll leave. So, this has no bearing on anything. If Gillingham got promoted in this save, we would still see Notts County get promoted because that's what's happening in the Chesterfield save. Alright? Every single season that we do of Mansfield will essentially be a branch off of that particular season. That particular season of the Chesterfield save. So once we finish with this Mansfield season, all the statistics from the season, all the attributes will get copied over to Chesterfield, so all the growth will be correct on the Mansfield players. However, this save gets deleted. It's done. It served its purpose for this season, right? Once that's done, we then create another split off next season. The exact same way as we did this season, we do it again next season with Mansfield. You see? And then we obviously rename the manager. We give him the exact same face, yada yada yada. The exact same stuff. It's just a different save, but it contains the correct transfers from the Chesterfield save, the correct promotions from the Chesterfield save. Everything that's correct from the Chesterfield save will be correct from the Mansfield save. The further on we go with this Mansfield save, the more incorrect the transfers become. The more incorrect everything becomes. And that doesn't work from a continuity standpoint. However, I am also a sucker for getting things factually correct. And if in Chesterfield, Notts County, Leyton Orient and Crawley go up, then in this save that doesn't even matter, Notts County, Leyton Orient and Crawley should go up. Alright? So even though it doesn't matter, even though we know for a fact that Notts County, Leyton Orient and Crawley will be in League One next season, I want to make it look like it happened. And it doesn't even matter what position we come. Doesn't even matter. Does not matter. I'd love to win it, but I couldn't care less. This was literally me sitting down, testing these players out, and this season has now served its purpose. We've lost 2-1 to Leyton Orient. Fedor Yershov scored our goal. We just got to hope that we can get the last 2 wins. At home against Accrington Stanley, you've got to favour us. Let's have a look at what else is happening. So we're 1 point behind with 2 games in the remainder of our season. Teams around us have only got one game left. So we've got a free shot somewhere, and that has to be the free shot because we've lost again. Damn, lads. Talk about fucking it up. What are you doing, lads? It's over. The season's over. Let's just double check everything. Devastated. That's ridiculous, by the way, how we haven't won that league title, but it's alright. Leyton Orient, Mansfield, Notts County, Crawley Town. It's looking pretty set now, isn't it? That's correct. That is everything sorted. By the way, Andrew Gretsch didn't get a league title after that season. It's not. I'm not gutted, right? We've done what we've needed to do. Get Mansfield promoted, all right, and that for the next episode of Chesterfield makes sense and it works. I am gutted for some of the players that have absolutely crushed it this season. If I'd had more time to play the games, or yeah, if I'd given myself more time, I don't know. If I got more time to play the games, we would have easily won the league title, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, we just lost again, but the big silver lining from the end of the season is that Nikita Sorokin has absolutely killed it. Couple of goals there. Got to give him a chance after that. I respect that effort. Okay, so if that is correct, if I've got everything right, player of the season, obviously going to be Gretsch, isn't it? Don't know how they got Rivaldo up on in the act. You know, League 2 Rivaldo, not Grant Holt, Rivaldo, not fucking that lad from Swansea. What was his name? Not Lee Trundle. No, Grant Holt. Sorry, not Lee Trundle. Rivaldo. An interesting choice of suit. Must be said, when Enos Jam won his Player of the Season, he was dressed a little bit more Player of the Season-y. Okay. Office. Standings. That's fine. Little bit of a change there, but it makes sense because Mansfield, Notts County. There's a situation there where Mansfield, Notts County, Leyton Orient, and Crawley all get promoted, and that for me is exactly what needed to happen. Woo! Okay, so give it a little rundown on the players for you guys, so you can see where my head's at on some of these players' potential. Chesterfield comebacks and whatnot. Siantar's good. Palgan's a backup. Matsuksella's not going back to the club. Degazon probably gets sold or goes to Mansfield permanently. Lim Soccer comes back to the club, gets a chance at Chesterfield. Rico Walden goes into goal, probably going to be a third choice goalkeeper eventually. Aaron Jabodu probably gets sold at Mansfield, is that bad? Raw Killen, obviously going to get a chance at Chesterfield. He's been one of the better players at Mansfield. Probably been the second best player at Mansfield. Give or take that with Junior Tassip. Orban Larkin probably gets sold from Chesterfield to Mansfield or to somewhere else. Lewis Gill. I don't know. He might become a bit of an icon with the fact that he just turned and appeared out of nowhere. Onyango, good in his own right, but he does not work with Raw Killen, so that means that he's probably going to get sold because Raw Killen is a beast. Ryan Pierce, probably going to stay at Mansfield all his career now. Try and develop him into like the 6th centre-back and like build Mansfield into an incredible team that is very difficult to break down, even with like a go to Chesterfield side. Vanessa will get sold by Chesterfield because just straight up the name is too difficult for me. But also because between Vanessa and Jambe, there's quite a significant difference, and I've got to put all my eggs into the Jambe basket there. Pesenakov, I think we've already confirmed is staying at Mansfield. Avik is 100% staying at Mansfield because that's already happened in the save. In the main Chesterfield save, I've already done that, and hopefully it comes out as a funny skit at the start of the Chesterfield, next episode of Chesterfield. Maxim Borisov's going to stay. Kenga's going to stay. Kralovic probably gets sold by Mansfield. He's just a dud. Complete dud. Krasutsky might stay, change him into a central midfielder. I might give him a chance at Chesterfield just to see what he's like at centre midfield. He surprised me on a few levels. Talboys stays at Mansfield for now. We'll see how he develops. There's sometimes when he's on the ball, he's really nice technical player. Sorokin will get a chance because of the late flourish at the end of the season. Penson's obviously going to get a chance probably on the right-hand side. I might play him as a right mid or right winger. Hicks stays at Mansfield for next season. This guy was a regen that dropped into Mansfield before we came into Mansfield, so it's nice to have that kind of history there at the club. Ben Eck, probably not even good enough for Mansfield. He's probably going to get sold off and shipped to a really, really terrible league somewhere. Zatko probably gets sold as well. Yoko Torres hopefully has a fitter season next season, and we're really going to try and focus on just growing his potential as much as growing his overall as much as possible. Mansfield sell Jackson Sham in the summer. Michael Harrison might develop into an amazing player for Mansfield, and Chesterfield will probably be kicking themselves that they let this guy go. Keep on training him to be a central attacking midfielder. He could eventually overtake Yurko Torres. D'Aquino, couple of options there. Central attacking midfield option again. Could play as a striker maybe. If Junior Tassip is tired. Chow Van Looy, maybe a left back. But he will be a left back for Mansfield. Left backs are all sorted out for Chesterfield, that's for sure. Dontrong Dat, nothing to come of this player. I think we probably should just forget about him because he's probably selling. Fedor Yershov, he will be at Chesterfield next season, and we might actually give him a go at like playing a Rob Smeaton kind of role. Junior Tassett might be signed up by Chesterfield, might not be. I don't know what to do with this player. I don't know. The partnership with Gretsch is very, very good. And I think if I go and try and sign him up to Chesterfield, we are losing that. We are losing that at Mansfield. Painful. Estefanos probably gets sold at Mansfield. He's probably gone. It's probably gone completely. We do have Ayob Waldemichael, still around at Chesterfield, contracted. Think coming through the youth academy right now, so there is still an Ethiopian player around, so that's no problem. And Kenneth Pedrero, because we have question marks all over our striking department, will somehow get a chance at Chesterfield next season, even though he has been shut out by these two. But I think he is better suited to being a sole striker than these two being striking duo. Yeah, and that's the whole rundown. Let's save this up. Final time that I'll save this up. And what we'll do now with the save is copy all these attributes into the Chesterfield save. And it's almost as if we have managed 2 clubs in the same save in the same season in the same universe, but we haven't. Right, before I go, any idea why a club would end up with multiple pre-gens of the same player? I would imagine it's a coding problem, because it never used to be like that, did it? And then they changed the ways that they changed the way that regens dropped into the game at first. And then they must have tried to change it again, and it just broke it even further. So right, we'll save that. Quit without saving. All right. For those interested on how I how I shift the overalls and the potentials of the players, I'm just going to give you a little run through. It's going to be like 5 minutes at max. I am knackered. Right, settings. So this is my career mode settings folder. Firstly, we want to take a career mode file and rename it so it can be read by a certain program. And that program is RDBM24. They don't have a 25 version yet, but 24 files can be read. We want to take this one. This is the Mansfield one, so obviously it's not the actual file that I'll be editing soon. But it's just here for an example purpose. So we'll let the save load on this piece of software. Might take a little bit of time. By the way, when's the legend Tuxie coming back? He'll have an appearance next episode in the Chesterfield series. He's been here a couple of times tonight. Here we are. Right, what's your name? The Corinthiano. Okay. Oh, I'm here, the Corinthiano. Can't you see it? I've been here all the time. He comes and goes, as he pleases. But in terms of like the actual proper series, he will be just a quick like recap for everybody that hasn't watched the streams. Like, this is what's happening at Mansfield. These are the players that are doing well. These are the players that are not doing well. You know how I run through very quickly, like, what happens in the youth tournaments? Like, we got knocked out in the semi-final stage, but hey, this is a great goal. That's exactly what it's going to be like. But it will be presented by Tuxie. I will still put that effort in. It's just that I thought it was a way better idea to live stream it. And it's turned out to be like that, because it's less stress for me. It's less editing work for me, and it's more time for me to concentrate on editing the actual things that matter in the Chesterfield series. And also it gives so much more screen time for the patron players, scouted countries that haven't made it into the Chesterfield first team. That's the whole reason why we did Mansfield in the first place, because we wanted more screen time for these players, for them to get more chances, for us to properly review them. And that's what we're doing. Right, okay, this has been loaded up. In the tab DB2, there's a tab called Players. And I would export this. Want to make sure that this is not the actual Players file, because I'm working on that, of course. So we'll just test. And then we'll need a spreadsheet, spreadsheets piece of software. That's obviously usually Excel, but I don't use Excel because I'm a cheapskate. I use OpenOffice. Spreadsheet, basically the same as Excel. So we'll do open, and then we just need to change this to text CSV. Players, open. It looks complicated, it actually isn't. So like I said, the career mode is just loads of spreadsheets in the background, updating over time. And we are taking the players tab that has all the attributes on it, the appearance, like the detail, the information on the like appearance of the player, the height of the player is all in this tab. So we just exported this to the desktop, and now we're going to edit it. From here, you'll be able to see the player IDs. Regen start at 640000. So anybody with 46000, not 64, 460000 and above is a regen. So all these guys are regens. What I would do for the global overall and dynamic shift, because all the attributes are in here somewhere. There's long passing, there's penalties, there's long shots, there's diving. What I would do is go to the end and say, like in EI or EH, I would go overall change. And I have a document on Google Drive that just has a list of numbers from -6 all the way to 6. I might actually show you. Hang on. Give us a second. So it still says FIFA 21 fixes, but it is more than FIFA 21 fixes. So this is the dynamic potential. I still use this. And it's just a list of numbers. -6, -5, -4, -3. There's a lot more -2s, -1s. Because I want to make sure that, like, most of the players are only moving gradually. But there is an opportunity for someone to, like, grow massively with a 6. Couple of 5s, you know what I mean? So I would select all, copy that, put it into an online randomizer, randomize it all up, paste that entire list, 20-odd thousand numbers. I'll do it over and over and over again until we had 20-odd thousand numbers that had what was connected. It was connected to a particular player in the save, and that would be the number. So say let's say that this guy at the top, he's changing by 5 overall this season. It's a +5 for him. So what we would then do is looking at the formulas that we've got, global formulas, right? So new overall would be equal sum EH2 plus DM2. All right, so his new overall, yeah, would be that. It's easy as that. And if you had a list of overall changes, you would then be able to double click this little box here, and it would just produce all the new overalls of the players. The only problem that this would cause is that some people would spill over in certain stats to attributes that are over 100, which is obviously, that breaks the game completely. So once we've produced all the new numbers for the series, for the new season, we have to go through every single column to make sure that no one's going over 99 or under 1. We'll make sure to balance them guys out and make sure that they're in line with the limitations of the game. And then once all that's done, we would then just copy that block of data into the actual data. And then save it up And all you need to do then is import the same file back in. I know it might sound fucking crackers, but it's actually really, really simple. It's just time consuming. It's just a time consuming job. You might not believe it, but the renaming of players is time consuming as well. It's actually one of the longest things that I do. That takes about 2 hours. This will take about 2 hours. Something like the height fixers would take about 20 minutes. Because I've got the documentation in place and it doesn't take that much. Once you've got the formulas there, the formulas stay there forever. So if you've got the right formulas, you can always apply them to future games if they haven't changed anything with the games. But yeah, that's it. Bit of a nightmare, innit? But the extra effort is worth it for the kind of like the dynamics that it brings to a save. There's a lot of things in Youth Squad Legends that you wouldn't get in other career modes, and that's the kind of effort that I like to put in to make it unique. Hey, if it works, it works. I'm not going to show you the entire process because it's late already. I don't want to do it now. I don't want to make a mistake on it, because making a mistake on it is just the worst thing that you could do. And you guys would be bored out of your mind. I did live stream it once, and people were just like, just didn't understand it, just didn't get it. I understand why you wouldn't want to watch that. Okay, I'm out. Thank you ever so much, Ads, for just holding down that chat whilst I've been talking bollocks. I hope I've been a good source of entertainment. I was going to say funny. I don't think I was funny. Not that much. But a good source of entertainment. And I hope that you've enjoyed your night with Youth Squad Legends. Yeah, man. It's mint. It's mint. And for anybody who ever wants to know how I do the global overall and potential shift, it's always on YouTube now, so I can always link it to this video and say, just listen to this really tired, snotty man for 5 minutes, and you might get a general idea of what I do. But essentially, it's just loading up the save onto RDBM, exporting the particular tab that you need, putting it on a proper spreadsheet editor, and doing it properly. Double checking, triple checking, make sure you've done everything spot on before you import it again, so you know for a fact that when you do import it and save over it, and obviously make sure you do backups, but make sure there's absolutely no doubt in your mind at the end of it that you've got a solid game that is not going to break. Because 12 years I've been doing this, lads, and I've not broke a single save yet. And I very much intend to continue doing that. That's the kind of like care that I want to keep on my saves. I've got every single save still. Every single save's on my PlayStations, on my PCs. I've got every single save backed up for whatever kind of situation. And they're all playable. So yeah, that's very nice. Oh, Barfy boy, me and Barf got on the wrong foot because he got his like initial fame off that Mansfield series, yeah. And I was doing Mansfield at the exact same time. And I was just like, oh, it was gutting because it was gutting for me because it was like you're in a situation where you'd seen a person who was around the same sub count as you pick the exact same team, and they went on to do great things. I think they got to like 150,000 subscribers, and I was like, wow, man. And it was jealousy. Just straight up, it was jealousy. I was just a bit gutted that it wasn't me. But I never tried to like... I never tried to hate on him because it wasn't his fault. We just picked the exact same teams. He probably didn't know that I existed before then, because I didn't know he existed before then. So we just chose it at the same time. And I was like, man, that it devastated me. I can't lie. But you get over these things, and you could tell how much effort he put into his videos. So I never held it against him, because it's just an honest mistake. Not a mistake. It's whatever I'm trying to say. It's not something that's been done maliciously against you. There you go. So you just go, whatever. My time will come. It'll happen. And the further on I get past that, and the more I talk to him, or the more I interact with him, the more sound he is. And he is so sound. To a point now where I'm like, I'm actually glad that he did. I'm actually glad that he was the guy who popped off when we both did Mansfield, because he deserves it. Put the effort in. He had a different style of video. He was doing a season per episode, wasn't he? And he was just the right creator at that time to pop off, and he just was so sound. So sound. And I don't know, man. When I was younger, I was a hothead, and I would get myself into arguments with people that I shouldn't have got into arguments with. Ches, Channy, MGH. Argue with a lot of them. And I look back on them and I regret it. I eventually apologized to all of them, but I should never have had to apologize to them in the first place, because I should never have been a dickhead in the first place. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I wasn't a dickhead to Barfy Boy. I was mature enough to realize that nothing malicious was done my way. We were just in the same spot at the same time, and man, I'm so glad. I'm so glad, because now we're sound with each other. He's a mint creator, and he's helped me massively. So yeah, I don't know. I hope I've explained that well enough. I'm a bit dehydrated now and a bit tired, and I want to get off, but yeah, he's sound. He's like in terms of like the estimations on content creators, he's well up there. He's S tier, man. S tier. Yeah, he's sick. Nah, I think the game's not put together badly, Tiny Nail, to be honest. It's a product of the current gaming landscape. It is a product of the current gaming landscape. It's not just happening in FIFA. It's happening with every single game. Every single game. Rush deadlines. Broken games. And we can complain at EA as much as we can, but it's not. They're just taking a leaf out of everybody else's book. They might have been the forefront of it, to be honest. This monopolization and shittening of modern gaming, but we just have to understand that FIFA is never going to be perfect. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes having glitches and bugs in the games, that's the funny stuff. Last episode, we laughed at a net freaking out and bugging out. And I'd not like to think that we'd ever get to a situation where FIFA didn't have bugs and glitches that we'd laugh at. But it's the bugs that break saves that you obviously want ironing out, and Yeah, sadly, we're at a situation, not just in FIFA, that can happen in gaming because not that many games companies is taking care of their games. It's not just all sports games. There's a lot. I like. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like the situation now with Pokemon, but a couple of years ago, Pokemon were in a shit situation in terms of like they were just pumping out a game every single year to a point where the latest 2 generations, the releases of them 2 games, came with massive criticism, and you can only go through a certain amount of them before the game actually suffers as a consequence. The viewership, the consumers don't buy the games and all that. It's just game developers getting pushed to pump more and more games out because them companies have pressure from the stock. Shareholders. Those companies have significant pressure from the shareholders to make more money and make more money. And the genuine, and it's not just gaming. The genuine problem with society at the moment is shareholders being twats. And that is a perfect moment to end. Mic drop. Shareholders are twats. And if shareholders were not twats, your food would not cost twice as much as what it used to. We'd all be living a lot better quality. The world would be much better, yeah. The world would be much better. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But for what it is, for what FIFA is right now, it's in a better place. Look, positively, it's in a better place than what it was a couple of years ago. Career mode has been given, some love and attention. They're taking their focus away from Ultimate Team a little bit because I think the net around children gambling is closing quite significantly, so they have to venture into monetizing other avenues of their game. All right, so they're trying to improve everything. They might even get to a point where we're getting online career mode eventually, and that would be a big game changer. And I can see it myself. I can see it myself, especially from a spreadsheet, like a really in-depth spreadsheet kind of analysis, right? You can see the work that they had every single year. You can sometimes, on occasion, see them actually fixing things that you'd never think they would fix. So, like the personalities. Oh my god, right? All regens from FIFA might have even been 13, but all Youth Academy players, my apologies, not regens. All Youth Academy players had one personality. There's a few personalities that players can have, but these Youth Academy players had one personality, and it was the worst one to have personality-wise on a player. That's why, if you go back, all your Youth Academy players were little twats with you when they got into the first team, and they're like, yo, I need to play this game. That's why. Because they were all set on a particular personality value. I never thought they'd fix that. Turns out they fixed it. So you get people who are calm, and then there's other people who are like live wires. Some people want to move the first time that you bench them. Stuff like that does not go unnoticed. Stuff like changing the lighting and the time of day at half time, that doesn't go unnoticed. Someone's put thought into that, and I hope it continues. Because the more thought, I don't care about features. Features are nice, but thought is where it counts. And the more thought and dedication you put into career mode, the better it becomes. Right, I'm out. I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Good night.